I hear the echoes of victory in field won before time. When battle draws so near, you will feel the same in war. Below is the battle, below one before, and the memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below one before. Memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below and before. The memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below and before. The memory stays ever so bitter. I hear the echoes of victory in field won before time. When battle draws so near, you will feel the same in war. Below is the battle, below and before. The memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below and before. The memory stays ever so bitter. The battle below one before, the memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle below one before, the memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle below one before, the memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle below one before, the memory stays ever so bitter.
I knew that. Hi everyone,
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
welcome to us, and White is right on time. Welcome. Hi everyone.
Good evening. Welcome to TaleChasers on. It's Friday today. I just
Friday
double-checked.
night.
Gotta get drunk on Friday. Oh wait, I don't know
I
the
am-
actual lyrics.
I'm Amber, and these are my lovely Stargazers.
Hello, Amber.
Hello, Amber.
Don't-
Hi Amber.
Don't do that.
Oh,
And
not
I am
Amber.
I am Mark.
Thank you.
Just Mark.
Da, da, da.
Whew. Alright. I don't have any announcements, so I'm kind of just sitting here waiting for the announcements, but like, I don't have
Okay.
anything, so.
I can
Take it
say
away,
some
Mark.
announcements.
Only some
Um,
of them? Not all of them?
Well, like
Where's
you
the
know,
rest
there
go?
it's there are not a lot of announcements, but you know there are some.
Interesting, interesting. Go on.
Like almost regular, Calamica is gonna go on tomorrow.
Whoa.
Yeah, we are on a
Crazy.
relatively regular schedule again, which is nice.
That's pretty good.
I say as I look at the next month and I just see like 3 days where there's 2 thumbs down. But you know, I'm gonna fix that. Don't worry. I'm gonna just make sure it goes. I don't need everyone. I'm just gonna get in people that are guests instead.
Taking
Easy.
down players, of course.
Good idea, Mark.
Hmm?
Excellent idea.
I know. Because it's for me. And Tony is working
What?
on. I'm kidding. Tony is working on his Call of Cthulhu game, which you're gonna see a almost completely quote-unquote new party, as some people from here and some people from Calamica are all gonna be in the same game together. So it's gonna be interesting.
It's also gonna be interesting scheduling that time slot.
Yeah, it's every other Saturday then. Because it's going to happen on when Calamica's going. I think. Yeah.
I see.
This much is true.
Outside of that, there's no announcements. You know, follow us here or on TikTok or on Instagram. Here on Twitch, we're getting very close to the 100 followers. That would be very cool.
So
it
make
is a
your
cool
bot accounts
milestone.
and subscribe.
No,
Don't do that.
Get out of here.
Just,
It's okay. We won't blame you. We'll appreciate it, actually.
TaleChasers, the YouTube is almost at 25 subs. You know, we're getting there.
Yeah,
And our
math doesn't
TikTok
really
is
add
at
up, but-
86 followers. So we're doing actually pretty well. Speaking of, I'm gonna give it back to Amber as I make a quick TikTok that we're live. So
Yes, I mean, alright. Question mark. I don't have any announcements, so let's just go straight into recapping what happened last session. That would be nice if someone could also throw themselves onto this.
Yeah. So, the second arc, session 49 out of 104. Early bird gets a sentry worm. An eerie silence fell in the cavern as both parties stared at each other in apprehension. The trail of blood we had chased ended at a lifeless body of a Skaven that met its sorrow and intruding in the Darrow's territory. They seemed to react poorly to Lawrence's light, and the latter opted to brighten it to startle the locals to avoid impending conflict. We began traversing the cavern, yet the Darrows became increasingly aggressive in their behavior as we did. Realizing we shouldn't go any deeper, we tried to turn back to the entrance, but something else took interest in us. As the ground began to quake, the Darrows made for a hasty retreat, while the rest of us steeled ourselves for the impending conflict. We quickly realized how wrong that decision was. In a flash, a gargantuan worm the size of a warehouse erupted from the ground in a storm of shrapnels and rocks, shaking the entire cave. Instinctually, we all scattered in different directions, trying to avoid the fight. Vittorio attempted to lure it with food while running out, and Lawrence used thaumaturgy to alert the worm's senses of the free meal, followed by Vincent leaping over the breeze and Ilmari silently sneaking her way out. I melded into the stone with Workus' heart while Zarius turned himself into a spider and climbed on the ceiling. Most of us managed to elude the worm, yet both Zarius and Lawrence were hit by falling debris caused by the creature's tunneling throughout the cave. As the creature went back into the ground, ready to strike at any time, we decided it was time to finally leave. Zarius turned into a cow. I chanted a flying spell, and Lawrence kept an eye out to predict the worm's movements, while Vincent decided to brightly lure the worm away by himself. So, while everyone kept running into the main tunnel we were following previously, Vincent ran back to where we came from, and to prevent him from dying somewhere alone in a ditch in a far recess of this mountain, I followed. My spell was able to keep up with the worm's speed, but Vincent's legs weren't as quick and his breath was not as long to outrun the massive being. Its terrific maws were approaching at tremendous speed, and for a moment, I feared for his life. Yet, in the darkest hour, divine, or maybe not so, providence struck again, right when he was most needed. Something out of myths that a mortal man would only hear about from bards' songs and tales and never witness. Something titanic of might and proportions dug its way through the seemingly tender stone and blocked the worm's path. Gargantuan dark blue scales like a beautiful night sky, glittering in precious gemstones like the stars in the firmament. A quite literal wall of scales and stone separated us from almost certain death. The Shats had inadvertently come to our aid. Now, this legendary creature is known only to belong in legends and fairy tales. If my memory doesn't fail me, it is even cited in the dwarven blacksmith's greed. And yet, it was right in front of me. Moonscale, the great titan, was so close I could touch it. And, well, of course I did. I attempted to communicate with a primordial being primal, and emit slight vibrations through its massive body, but to no avail. I realized that I needed more potent magic and other means, yet I was all but spent. Knowing this, our only option was to lay and rest near the creature and wait for it to move, or contact it the next day if it had not done so already. To kill the time, I began researching this majestic creature, aided by Vincent, who I am bestowed the duty of scribe. Throughout this activity, he prompted me with an uncharacteristically deep question. What is the meaning of life? The inquiry left me surprised for a moment, but after recollecting my thoughts, I explained my own point of view on the matter. Every creature that can be considered living acts as a cog in this giant mechanism that is life. We exist to give it meaning no matter how small we are. Vincent's opinion on the matter was a lot more simple, which somewhat I appreciated. To leave the world a better place than we found it. A simple goal, a commendable one, and sometimes so simple it could have one of many connotations, some not as good as we might intend. Nonetheless, we kept conversing like this, in the silence of the cave with ink, pen, and paper at hand, and a titanic creature of legends at our backs. And that's what happened.
Thank you.
Oh, it's really good.
Thank you.
It was really good indeed. I'm just trying to get my music player to start again. Okay, it works, but it's not putting out music in the place that I want it to.
Now it is.
Oh, there we go. Much better. Let's adjust this a little bit because that is quite loud. Alright, so instead of one party, we currently have two. One half is seated in the shadow of a titan, and the other half finds themselves sitting near an overhang. There's a slight bit of light that filters in from above where the rocks almost glow with an orange light. And these strange tendril-like plants, like little tubes, swaying gently in a wind none of you can perceive. It is almost an alien landscape, were it not for the fact that the rest of it is just rock upon rock upon rock. The remaining half of the larger party, what are you guys going to do to settle in for this long rest?
Huh?
You caught me off guard.
Get up on the overhang. Is I suppose the first step.
Yeah,
That's a good idea. I guess. Is there anything around we can use this as kindling?
There are these weird plans, though you're not really...
Zarius has something you could use as kindling.
Yeah, I imagine.
His tail.
No.
Something
Yeah,
completely different.
I can simply start a fire if you want me to.
That is true. It is stuck there for 8 hours though. That's important.
Yeah, I am. It is stuck there. I'm gonna.
Okay with me.
I'm going to culturally appropriate Witcher culture, and I'm going to take my tinderbox. And I don't know if you have a specific idea, but I do have some idea. So
Yep.
is it okay?
Yeah,
So
you may go ahead.
Zarius grabs what looks to be this tinderbox, and inside this relatively beaten up tinderbox, you guys see a stone that it looks. You see a firestone that bears 2 runes, one, but two levels, minor and moderate counter property, as he makes a circle that you need to make, carves it like over the ground slowly. You definitely see him have a little bit of fun with it, that he definitely is like making like a fun circle. And inside that circle he does the cannon rune, which is like an arrow to the left. The moment he does, and he sparks it with the tinderbox, the entire circle lights up. 2 feet diameter fire. As the stone is in the middle, as it is, he can't grab it. Can't move it.
Alright.
And he looks around. That is gonna be there stuck for 8 hours.
We are going to sleep here for 8 hours, so I think that's okay. I look up our resident survivalist, Vittorio, for like that's okay, right?
Yeah. Let's hope that we get 8 hours.
The Conan campfire gently crackles. And it spreads this pleasant warmth to your skin and bones.
I'm gonna take off my my winter clothing.
Alright.
Use it as like a not a blanket, but like a pillow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will pull out my actual blanket. Yes, I still have it. And I will go to bed. Lawrence will take the last watch and hand Vittorio the greatest perceivernators this world over, Crowley and Mara.
I'd like to take the
I
second
tell them to keep watch.
Smart.
I'd like to take the second watch, and if no one else is taking a watch with me, I'd like to do something on the second watch.
Well, now that you said it, someone take a watch with Zarius, please.
I mean, you have Zarius, you have Lords, Omar, and Vittorio. You just have enough people to cover this.
Yeah, that's the sad truth. I suppose I'll have the first watch then.
Nice.
I can leave my familiars up on the third watch.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Lawrence
don't know
will
if
tell
any-
them that he's going to be very sad if they disappear in the middle of the night for no discernible reason.
Who was in the first watch again?
I think it was Vittorio?
Yep, it is Vittorio.
Very well. You roll me a D100, Vittorio. Yes.
Strange question. Can I is this flame interactable via my control flames?
Can be interacted with as a normal fire. Yes, it can spread to other objects.
Excellent. In that case, I make it illuminate as much of the cave as possible that we are in by doubling its range of light. Oh, sorry, no. I'm level 5 now. I quadruple the area of bright light and dim light cast by the flame.
Flashbangs the party.
Flashbang. Ilmara promptly shoots you in the head so she can go to sleep.
Alright, Amara is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can. Lawrence will ask her if she would like to take the third watch.
I don't require as much sleep as you do.
Why?
Because I simply do not. I am a more
Okay.
efficient creature than you are.
Hold this bird.
Absolute elf moment.
I don't want to hold this bird.
It's friendly. Say hello to Mara. She's nobility, you know. You should treat her well. I put Mara down in front of Ilmari. Even have similar kind of sounding names, except yours is longer. Mara, Ilmari.
Nothing in common with this bird.
That's because you haven't even spoken to her. She's very smart.
Mara stares up at Ilmari, opens her mouth, and you know already what's. You already know that it's gonna happen. She opens her mouth and says, "What? I died! I got ripped out of the place."
Mara trying to communicate some heart-wrenching news, and Lawrence saying, "I love you too, Mara."
Ilmara's jaw sets. Like, you can literally see, like, a muscle twitch in her face.
Wait, Mara said, I died, I got ripped out of the maze?
Yes, in Zarius' voice, she copied, "I died, I got ripped out of the place." Life ends. It ends.
That it does. I'll go to bed now. Take care of Mara, Mara take care of Imari.
I'm going to shoot this bird.
Please don't. Just Lawrence
At
better
least
than-
Vincent
Now
and-
we're talking.
At least Ilmari and Vincent share something, which is the hatred for Mara.
Grumpy. Mara says in Tokas' voice and hops around.
Hop hop. Crowley is also around. I don't know what he wants to do as a little skittering, like, poo roller, beetle insect
he's
boy.
not a poo roller, what?
I don't know what these creatures do. We just killed a bunch of them and I feel bad about it still.
Which ones?
He's a
It's-
fucking kython and he says it's a poo rolling insect.
Wow. Amber, I would take offense.
I take offense.
Why?
Apex predator poo rollers.
Yeah. Expert. I mean, when you think about it, poo rolling is just a really great way of just dealing with your feces if you're an animal and you don't have a toilet. You just roll it down the hill.
What
Anyway,
happens, Amber?
Doria rolls her a d100.
Yeah, I
yes.
did that. It's an 11.
Can you reroll that?
This is.
Hold up a moment.
Oh, I'll consider it. $44.
Alright, that is much more agreeable.
A Gorgon. Ugh.
Another sentry worm. Wah!
2 sentry worms colliding with
A
you in the
child!
middle.
Two
No.
A
sentry
child!
worms on
No.
a wire.
One
Flies away. Well,
and
the other eats your party.
Delicious.
So while one party goes to sleep, there's another party. How are you two gonna handle this situation? You are alone. The tunnels are of a moderate warmth. It's not freezing cold down here, at least. But there is only 2 of you.
Oh,
We are we are the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell.
this is true.
You guys are literally just 2 brain cells, but TaleChasers both of them.
2 bro.
I don't think I've ever heard.
I think the idea. I think we're just going to post up camp near the Titan, this large creature, hoping that it provides us with some sort of aura that other creatures are not willing to tread onto, since they probably either 1, respect, or 2, fear the hell out of it. So we'll stay close to this thing and sleep. Well, I mean, I say sleep. I will do what elves do and hack sleep.
Yeah, that's fucking cheat sleep. Yeah, that's the plan. My first thought was that this is probably the safest place to put camp because there is a giant mythical creature behind us. So I don't think the giant mythical creature wants to kill us. It would have done so already. And probably not many other things want to get close to it. So, and also, you know, this is like a wall behind us, so we only have one direction to look at, really. Not that bad. So I make a little camp there. I have enough stuff to make some sort of tiny camp. I don't have a tent because I didn't bring it with me, but
We don't need a tent. We're covered by the ground and the dirt above us.
exactly. So we can do that, and we just wait. Take our watches. I think Vincent can take 2. I can take the ladder, but Radigan can also help Vincent take a watch if he needs so.
Yeah, I can take 2 of them, thanks to it being enough.
Your cheats, yeah, exactly. Your hacks.
Gods.
And then we'll see what happens.
Can you 2 also roll me a D100? One of you.
Sure. Okay, never mind. 100. No, 56.
You don't want to be rolling a 100, and you know that.
Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
I believe you.
We're a power duo.
Yeah, we
Well,
can
one
do
second.
everything by ourselves and more. Can you heal,
Okay.
Vincent?
That sucks.
Myself.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's healing, yeah. It's already healing. We can do it.
Really?
Nature is healing.
Mitigation is just healing in the past. Don't worry, guys.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Blow him to smithereens. I'll hold the front line as long as my lean body allows me to.
Yeah. Exactly. I'll have to change some spells, though. I changed my spells. That was one spell.
And then what?
And then we, I don't know, we finish this long rest unless something really bad happens.
Yep.
Ah, yes, imagine.
Imagine all
that
that
happens.
people.
Fine.
You're most assuredly totally fine.
Nothing to worry about.
Very well, Vittorio. Vittorio, throughout the throughout your watch, you feel that this place is like really warming up. Whether it is the fire, like the heat of the fire radiating, or just the tunnels themselves that are becoming like this broiling heat, you can feel the sweat build up on the back of your neck and begin to like almost cascade down your back. It is really warm.
Is when This is a really weird question. Is it much warmer near the fireplace, or is it about equally as warm if you're a bit further away from the fireplace?
I mean, obviously it's hot near a fire. It's fire.
Yes, I'm more trying to
No,
figure.
it is not as hot inside the fireplace as it is 20 feet away from it, but it's hot. It's like a campfire on a hot day.
Yeah, does it feel like the heat and haze is coming from the direction of the fireplace or from somewhere else when you're further away?
Somewhere else.
Got the core of the world, boys.
Yeah, is it in one of the tunnels or is it downwards?
You want to make a perception check?
Yeah, I can make that. Let's go. That was almost an 18, but instead it's a 10.
The roll was a 5.
Yeah.
Vittorio, you don't sense any draft. Like, by now your skin is, like, coated in the, like, a little bit of a sheen of sweat. But you don't sense anywhere that the heat could come from. It might literally just be coming out of the rocks. It might as well, like a little oven.
We'll make a note of that. Probably thinking to himself that, well, probably no, I don't fucking know, lava streams nearby.
Yeah. If you would like to talk to Zarius in your switch, you may do that.
I hate doing middle sleeps.
Zarius, or your clothing, whatever you're wearing when you sleep is like sticking to you. You two are sweating through your skin.
I sweat?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you have anything that stops you from sweating, so like you sweat.
Yeah.
In my head canon, Zarius' skills sometimes like bend horizontally and vent out some steam. That's how he sweats.
Oh god.
Yeah,
He's
literally
like
just like
spaceship.
this.
Just goes.
I just realized one of my funny things is like I'm looking and I am still carrying the great caretaker greatsword.
Yeah, from the ship, which makes sense.
It's a lot of weight.
And it's at 10 pounds. I'm carrying 80.
Nice.
But I became stronger, so I can carry more.
Nice.
Zarius wakes up and like, oh, it's time already. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, you're the one who said second watch.
I know, I regret it already.
Well, there's only, me and you up at the moment. You got some time to talk before I get some sleep.
Yeah. What's up? Okay.
Look, you've been doing all right. You've been handling this entire thing with not relying on, shadows and all of that for a long time, and yeah, I mean, I respect that, and you've been doing good, I suppose. I just hadn't noticed that, well, maybe you couldn't handle the same amount of things you could when you could rely on that. And fuck. What I'm trying to say is, I feel what happened is in part thanks to me not paying enough attention, and I feel pretty shitty about that. And going forward, I'll keep it in mind that while I know I still can rely on you, I'll keep in mind that you can't take on the world right now.
Zarya's kind of like, as you mentioned the I don't know how to say it very well, but as you mentioned that he like relied on the shadows, and you know that he can't take on as much, you see his like facial expression, although tired, kind of dip, like drop. He sighs a little bit. There you go. Be funny to say I've grown weaker over our travels. He tries to like put a like, smile on his face as they continue.
Well, I wouldn't call it that. You've become stronger in other ways. I'm just trying to say that I'm sorry for what happened, and I'll try to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Dario, I don't blame you.
That's
If you feel like I do,
no, that's fine if you don't.
every day we fight for our lives, or for the future, or for the safety of the people that we care about.
Yeah, and one of the few things I can do is try and keep you guys in one piece.
That's what we both do. You're not the only one that does it, you're just the one that's better at it. Look, I know I died, and I really haven't taken the time to take it in. But that is not on you. I put myself there. I was fighting there, just like you, just like Tokas, just like Oren's, like Vincent. Just didn't pan out too well. I know that if it was any other way, then I wouldn't. If it was any other way, I'd have it. You know, not having to fight everything, not having to see who's strongest, but fight strange things in a weird place. But it's my choice. If I do die at one point or another, you know, hopefully of old age, but you know, if I do die in a fight, it's no one's fault but my own. Just like how the shadows have taken people from me, that is on me. Well, and on the shadow, but it was my mistake. And I would never have it that you or anyone else would blame themselves if anything happened to me. No, I meant what I said back in Blacklaw, or in the Deep Delvers Enclave. They're like family to me. We travel together, we fight together.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. It's I'll yeah, I'll be just more mindful in the future. That's
I didn't plan on dying a second time.
yeah, I
Like once is already a little bit too many.
I would agree. All right. I just wanted to let you know, I suppose. I'll let you get on with the watch. I'll catch some sleep. Try to be mindful of if it starts getting even hotter. I don't know if it's the...
It does feel scarily hot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's that, and he nods towards the fireplace, or if it's because Lauren's made it brighter, or...
It wears off after an hour, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
The fire has just gone to its
Yeah,
normal.
okay. Yep, and then he doesn't say that, but he says, it could be, could just be maybe some nearby, I don't fucking know, fire elementals.
Oh no, not the one that we freed, right?
I mean, I was pretty far away from here, but, yeah, just...
I have no idea how fast those things can go.
In any case, just be, I guess, on the lookout, and if it gets even hotter, then something is up. I'll go get some sleep now.
Yeah, sleep well.
Oh, thank you.
Right?
Remember, once Vittoria goes to sleep, I'm going to move over to our new friend
Stab him.
and roll myself a wisdom save.
Which one?
Oh, that's a platinum one.
Uh-huh.
To do
As
what?
I-
You're not being prompted to roll.
I know.
What if he is, and we don't know?
I'm gotten quite used to the fact that you guys just roll dice whenever the fuck you feel like it, and I'm
Amber,
just like,
Yes, Mark.
decor.
Amber, you should say
This
no
is-
to this
this is-
power abuse.
This
Mark
is
just
this
wants
is
to be the DM and can't right now, so he's just
No!
like
Wow.
forcing
Whoa.
himself to
Antagonism
roll.
syndrome in my D&D
Classic.
Oh,
table.
no.
Literal
we-
number one negative of playing with all DMs. They're all like, well, actually, I think it should be this. I'm gonna roll now, and I'm like, all right, it's okay.
No.
I want you to know that I've never done this. I'm stepping back from this conversation.
I will tell you that I'm pretty much one of the ones that like does this just to see if Zarius would be tempted or not, and I'd say he would be.
Tempted to do what?
Right now.
You know how weird it sounds? I walk over to the sleeping female elf and I roll a
Oh
wisdom
my
save.
god!
You don't need to take it that
That's
way,
not what I
White. You don't
said.
need to take it that way, man.
Mark does sound as misleading most of the times, though. I have to agree.
That is true. That I have
That
to agree
suspicious voice he has.
I'm literally
You know he's up to no
suspicious.
good.
with. He's looking at this gun.
Oh man,
Oh,
he's
you
gonna
want to
die,
take that.
bro. He's gonna get his brain blasted out.
You're gonna
Wants
get
you to
bla-
succeed so I can
This
see
man doesn't
the
think that
glitter.
that century that she carries around isn't just observing her the entire time, man.
Part
no,
of
he-
me wants you to
oh, no.
succeed so I can see that gun. Another part of
Yeah.
me wants you to fail so I can see you getting shot.
Oh no!
Meanwhile, Crowley, who's already loaded the gun and is aiming it at you.
No. Zarius knows, but he's looking at this gun, and you see like, well, no one sees him, but he's literally just like hovering his hand towards it, trying to grab it. But then he's not stupid, and then he realizes that fucking weird machine thing is probably around, and he just like, no, I can't. I'll fucking die.
Oh, Mara, by the way, she is like sitting in the man, what do you call this seated position? In Dutch we call it
Pose.
clear marker
Cross-legged?
sit. Yes, we'll call it cross. Yeah, sure. She's in this like cross-legged pose, hands on her knees, eyes closed, head like still tilted, like only tilted a little bit down, and her guns are definitely on her back.
She's an open eye sleeper. She's just staring at that.
It's like stand up,
I mean,
bro.
Zarya's definitely moved behind, or like behind her, like not like right behind her, but behind her to look at the gun.
Make me a stealth check.
Yes, he can attempt.
God, if only I was there to make you roll a 2.
15.
Alright.
I will remind you, Amber,
Yes.
because it's dramatically appropriate, that a creature is alerted to people having a conversation at normal volume within proximity to them if their passive perception is at least 15.
Yeah, don't worry. This isn't right after the speak. You know, I have 2 hours to do this.
You
has
didn't
a point.
specify that before you
To
took
do
the
this.
Yeah, well, why? Let's let Amber do
but-
the deal.
yeah.
You know, she's the DM. She knows.
Oh,
what to
I
do.
know. I set my reminder.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All the DMs giving me reminders.
So, anyways, Amber, I think you did wrong last time.
Jesus.
Sentry Worm should have moved at 200 feet and move and kill us all.
Means can actually be damaged by silvered weapons.
Please don't.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, Amber, take it away, please.
Sorry, you suddenly feel 2 eyes upon you.
Are these Mara's eyes or this weird machine thing's eyes?
You just feel like this prickle on the back of your neck that you're being watched.
Yeah. Cyrus is just looking at them, and he does the reach out thing, and he's like, "No, I can't."
Give a bird a seed now and then. This is Vincent's voice.
No, but he does stop. But I do want to ask, as I am now behind her and do have a proper look at the guns, can I just look at them from a distance and see if they're like? What would I need to roll to like? I want to say look at the mechanics of this thing. These things.
You want to look at the mechanics
As an engineer, he wants.
No.
As,
But
as an engineer.
Your engineer is on the other side of a snake. I'll have you know.
No. I mean, I'm an arcanist more than an engineer, but I just want to see if Zarius could look at these things and just kind of like try and. I want to see figure out how it works. You know what I mean? And I don't mean like, oh, you pull the trigger and bam, but you know, more mechanically, like what, you know, he's more doing this as a thinking exercise.
Blink, blink. So let's first pull out what this gun actually looks like, I guess.
Yeah,
You
we're
may
gonna see
have-
guns.
You might have seen the picture pass by already. At one point or another.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what her largest. She has 2 pistols and a larger what do we call it?
Rifle?
Is this
Yes,
just
a rifle.
just dragon gun? Jesus. Or undead gun?
If you would like, you can make a. What kind of check would this be? History, I guess.
I was gonna say it's not magic.
Oh, it is magic.
Oh,
There's definitely magic here.
Could that then be an Arcana?
If you would like, for the purpose of what I was aiming for, it wouldn't really be.
No, then it's history.
Either or is fine, but I think it doesn't really make much of a difference for you. I think
Arcana I am proficient in, so
Okay.
that would make it 14. But
very well. Now I'll keep this in mind.
Failure. You explode.
The lovely
The
pistol.
gun goes off while I just look at it. I get a headshot.
Your gun blows up in your face. Ilmari's back is destroyed.
Not again.
You'll wake up, Zaris's brains are splattered across the fucking cavern walls.
Jesus.
Mars is sitting there like,
They're like,
yeah, he fucking deserves it.
she's like, you guys have another heart, right?
do you have brains too?
Now you just got both.
Larry, studying this gun for a moment, like mechanics aside, you recognize some bits and pieces of the way it looks, and that they are reminiscent of a certain dragon that you know.
They're remnant of which dragon?
Oh, I know.
Certain prostrate.
It's maybe the Tinkerer Jack?
Yeah.
No. It is in fact not the Tinkering Dragon.
I assume it's Scragwall.
Indeed. With that like pale color, the dark scales, and literal, almost like, it looks like mushrooms are growing on the weapon. It looks like the model of this firearm is like, is fashioned after deep dragons.
That is awesome. It is modeled after a...
Yeah, it looks like it is more after a...
No, like, Zarius has a need, but he's not suicidal. He knows that
Yes.
this thing that can one
And also, like, studying it and combined with your Arkhona check, you can tell that the mushrooms that are growing on the thing are not, like, a part of the design. Maybe they're, like, intentional, but they are not, like, metal or, like, scaly part of the design. They are, like, actual mushrooms. And you can also see that they, like, release this tiny, filtering amount of spores.
This is a biochemical weapon. It's a war crime.
This thing is a war crime indeed.
Does her other gun look more normal? Quote
Yes.
unquote?
She has two silver-looking pistols, though. What the fuck is the use of silver pistols? Because like, what are you gonna do?
You
Whack people
Yeah.
over the head with it?
Man, have you ever gotten pistol whip? It's like, wow.
Yeah.
One of them is in
Parents, why are you
like.
saying this like you were being pistol whipped every day? No, I have never been pistol whipped.
One of them again is fashioned after the likes of dragons. It has this like dragon head at the front, like as a like it's like the maw of a dragon, and it has scales going down the side. And the other one seems to be a more like nature themed. It has like a little branch for the hammer that you pull back, and it is almost like the barrel is like overlapping intertwined vines that meet and connect at the very tip.
It's in the shape of your forefathers, Zorius.
This
It's
is
yours by right. Take it.
No, Zarius is not fucking stupid.
Take it.
He knows there's this thing around.
Stupid guys,
You
I
need it
just
for your
deserve this.
horde.
It's
I'm
a
not
craving.
stupid.
It's not a suicidal tendency.
Yeah, you've
But-
ever seen a drug addict?
You're a big dragon, Darius. You could take her.
Yeah.
No,
In
it
a
belongs
fight,
to me,
right?
but I
In a
am.
fight,
you know,
right?
It belongs to me, but I'm just letting you hold it.
Yeah. No, but she's after me in watch order, right? She did third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, yeah. From what I heard, she did. So I will wake her up for third watch.
Her eyes
and then
immediately open.
Elmara, Zarius kind of looks at Elmara, and it just says, "So I don't know if you're a fan of dragons or hate them, but those are pretty interesting guns you have."
I was watching you sleep.
No, I was watching her guns.
I'm gonna show you my other guns. Roll some sleeves. She has 20 strength.
pulls out her 12 meters long. I'll show you my.
Whoa, whoa,
What do you
whoa,
mean?
whoa.
Strong? I thought you were gonna have a shotgun, and then you made it weird.
You made it weird, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Made it weird.
No, but Zarius kind of like sits down next to the fire and looks at Elmara and just says like, Well, he said what he just said.
Smoldering glare.
No, I mean, can I roll for seduce? No, I'm kidding.
No, that doesn't work this way. You know, we all know that there's a Doki Doki point system if you want to get with NPCs.
I look at her and just say, look at her and just say,
You need to list this many points to romance.
yeah, no, I just look at her and say, hey, I know we're both better than everyone else. That's right. And then
He
she's
looks
like,
at you
Shrug.
like, what is this creature?
Why is this
It's
mutant sitting so
this
close?
outgrown kobold speaking to me.
Yeah, Hobo found the protein powder finally.
Anyway, shh, there. When I was young, I found myself fascinated with the idea of mythical creatures. Despite the fact that I know better now.
that they're not all that they seem.
That most of them have been killed. And then perhaps one day, my kind will be one of them. A mythical creature from a book.
Doris kind of like looks in the fire and just says, certainly hope not.
Rugs.
Like, but in my travels, I've learned that thinking that these creatures are extinct or gone, some might just be too big of a stretch. I've seen dragons, I've seen monsters from the beyond that no other man should see. They're hiding. They're still here. Just need to know where to find them.
Her eyes narrow slightly. Such creatures would rather not reveal themselves.
Hmm.
But
Really
you have
depends.
seen them.
A lot of them. Do you remember the heart that Source looks at his chest got put inside of me? Came
She
from
like,
Gr- Oh,
her
okay.
lips kind of like purse slightly, and she doesn't break eye contact, but there is a slightly like harsher look on her face. Mm-hmm.
It was that of a green dragon before. It was battling. It appeared after we fought a pact breaker and was battling another creature and lost. And as it was dying, we tried, but it was gone before we could get anything, and its heart remained there, pristine. So I don't agree with you. I don't think these creatures are extinct. They just know where to hide. And some are a bit more out in the open. Like a certain dragon I know that you modeled your guns after.
Yes, I have observed the creature.
So I wouldn't give up hope just yet, in that case. Or at least, Fantastical's still out there. Just gotta know
Out
where
there,
to look.
but hiding. Is surviving truly thriving? Do you think that they are living?
No. If I'm very honest, no.
I did not think so. There may be creatures that you or they themselves call dragons, hiding somewhere deep in a cavern. But they are not the dragons of books. Not mythical beasts that raise cities and
she
claim
just
huge
said-
treasures.
Oh, I was saying, did she just say raise cities? You know, why do you specifically care about the dragons destroying things?
I want because she's looking for that kind of capability
Yeah.
in the world.
It's like
Yeah.
she look
Shitting on humans is my deal.
Zaris looks at her and says, "So, in your ideal world, where would these creatures be?"
Back out in the world where they belong.
Even if that means that some other creatures are driven into hiding?
The humans.
Pretty much.
We don't specify that.
I'm not specifying anything. She can, but I'm not.
It is the natural way of this world. Unfortunately, humans are not natural.
Oh? And why not? I know. Try to have a conversation.
Because they came here later. They are not born of this soil.
They came from beyond.
It does not matter where they came from, is that they don't belong here.
Maybe. But isn't that the case for all outsiders? The demons we fight, the seraphs.
That's correct. Outsiders don't belong here, they belong outside. It is kind of in the name.
Cyrus looks at her as like, either way, I should get some sleep. I hope you and your weird marionette thing got my back.
Mara goes squat.
Alright, I know you got my back. I don't need to ask you.
Got your back.
You're good. Mara.
Elmara says nothing.
Cool. As always, like. Alright, well, that fills me with confidence.
Sleep
Good
well.
night, Elmara. Please do not murder me in my sleep.
Worth murdering in your sleep.
Zaris goes
Consider
to.
your request.
He's like, yeah, Zaris points his finger up and says, well, not human, so got that going for me. And then he goes to sleep.
Lawrence, vulnerable.
Lawrence, you're like.
You close your eyes, you hear a click. You can never be too sure.
I have faith.
Alright. Things are quiet. The other side.
On the southern front.
On the southern front. The other end. Let me double check. Yeah. Things remain quiet throughout the long rest of Tokas and Vincent, as it seems that creatures really do not wish to come near whatever is going on in this area.
So smart.
Yeah. I mean, you find a leg of God somewhere, you don't decide to go near it, you know what I mean? Like,
Unless
Try
you
to
be
pull out a
stabbed
hair.
upon. Step on me.
Unless you're the other Lego gun.
yeah, I suppose.
How else do you make Exodia?
Yeah, you're right. We gotta find all the 5 titans to make Exodia and win the apocalypse.
And it is maybe... Yeah. It is 2 hours before your long rest officially ends, so I guess when the rat is on duty.
Yeah, I
rat.
am. I'm
Rat
taking the
duty.
last watch, and I think Vincent is taking the first 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, I guess you are the one who is awake when without a sound and without even so much as disturbing the earth, the wall behind you begins to like move. It just begins to draw up.
Gulp. Does it look like it's going like upwards, downwards?
Yes, it's going up. It just begins tunneling in an upwards motion.
My question is it actually going through the rock? Like other debris is falling around and dust getting thrown up? Or is it like he's phasing through it?
While he is capable of phasing through rock, because there's no hole where it came from, but there is a hole where it is going.
That's what I've been wondering. So there's no hole where it came from. Like the wall is intact.
Yeah, the floor that it came burst up through is just still a floor.
That's
There's
smart.
also no sentry worm on the other side, only a slightly smaller tunnel going off.
That shit ran
Are there
away, bro.
Are there any
It was eaten.
any
Four.
pieces of any of the two creatures that have fallen off from the impact? And with this, I mean scales of either worms, a piece of a maw, a piece of tooth.
Roll me a d20.
I'll roll you the 20th, the d20.
Yeah, it's roll 20. Easy.
Well, 19.
12.
Huh.
If you turn it around, that's a 21, pretty much.
When you think about it.
Would you like me to roll me a perception check to go and look for some stuff?
Sure. I can roll a perception check.
Straight too far. I'm vulnerable.
Especially
may I-
now.
May I be assisted by my familiar with the help action?
If he has perception, then yeah.
That's a great question. I know I had to barter with you for
Performance.
4 months to give him persuasion, so I
No, it was performance.
performance. Yeah, you're right. Which I was bewildered
Yeah.
that he didn't have from the start.
Have you heard his beatboxing? There's a reason he doesn't have
Beatboxing is
performance.
There's
garbage.
no performances whatsoever. No proficiencies whatsoever.
Wow, Anne. Can't believe you've provided this familiar without proficiency.
Yeah, Amber gives no love to Radigan all the time. It's incredible.
Oh my god, don't be
Like,
mean.
yeah, like fucking Valerianis has expertise and all skills, and then Radigan that has one
Yeah.
proficiency.
Actually,
that I had to buy from
Valerianus had
Amber
in
after a $20 footlong from fucking Subway.
Valerianus had expertise in insight. Actually,
Yeah, he had expertise in all skills. It was mad.
Valerianus had expertise, but he didn't actually share anything with
yeah.
Well, Radigan really listens to me when I tell him to do something, so you know.
What do you mean? He listens really well. He's like super good.
But he's also easily persuaded in both, which is really not useful when I command him to do something and he doesn't give a shit.
Christian and cheese.
Radigan, I order you to take a watch. But I'm too scared. What do you mean?
I'm scared. That's too good. It's so dark.
Okay, let's go.
I only have 30 feet of dark vision. Lurks beyond my vision.
Yeah, beyond my nuts. I don't know if I have anything that I can. Can I barter for an investigation check since the area that I want to cover is not that big?
You must.
I must because I wish to succeed.
Right.
Thank you. It's very appreciated. Let's go. Well. Okay, that would have been a good perception too, but it's a 27.
Probably a D4.
I will roll you the D4iest D4.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Lie.
That's not
Right.
the 4iest D4.
You find 2 nibs of moonstone.
That's. I have no idea what it is, but it sounds cool.
Stone.
Small piece of moonstone.
It is like an opalescent, bluish gemstone.
Nice.
These ones are definitely as blue as they get.
That's so cool. Loot. There you go. I'll put it there. Right. Piece of moonstone. Do they seem to be magical in any way or just simple minerals?
They are simple minerals.
Alright, alright.
They make
This
excellent.
creature is hard as fucking rock, though.
Yeah.
You impact me with full force?
With
See if I dare.
What?
Nothing, don't worry about it. You can conclude your long rest.
Yeah, baby.
Concluding.
All of you.
We didn't die.
We didn't die, baby. Are we allowed to click the button that says long rest?
Long
Yeah.
rest, baby.
Longest rest.
That's tomorrow.
Yeehaw.
Nothing happened on my long rest.
Died.
Did Amara wake me up for my watch?
She shot you.
Yes. Actually, does she even do that? I don't think she cares. I don't think she cares enough. She didn't wake you up. It just, Lawrence, you get to sleep through the whole night. Omara is up for the remainder of the fucking
So
of the long rest.
nice.
Uh,
She's so nice.
I wouldn't frame it like
I
that.
thank her in the morning.
Oh,
I'm
You're
very,
so kind,
like,
so
humble.
benevolent.
I'm very very what's the word? Very not like humble, but very like oh, thank you,
Yeah, it's like
very
that.
nice of you.
Yeah, it's like
Gracious, that's the word.
you were so thoughtful that you thought that I needed to sleep. That's really nice of you. And meanwhile, Ilmar is there like, oh right, you existed.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Disappointing. She basically did just say, like, I care enough about you to not shoot you in the head. That's my duty to you.
Alright.
Well, once people start waking up, Darius is dying. That's fine.
Yeah, no, Zarius is definitely not. Well, Zarius actually is a morning person, but, he's tired.
Amber, is it still really fucking warm?
Yeah. All of you wake up with, like sweat.
I feel like Zarius would have just removed his shirt at the end of his rest.
Whoa.
He doesn't have nipples. You can't see
Let's
anything.
not turn it into something
Oh.
like unfamily friendly. Let's chill out.
Well, we should start heading back towards where we came from. Hopefully that worm has fucked off.
Let's hope so. We can see the staff. Tokas and Vincent.
Oh, looks away. Yeah, let's go get them.
What? Let's go get them.
Good idea.
You may set off in a direction where you came from.
Amber, I would also like to check over my equipment to make sure that nothing is missing.
No.
Why? Why?
Oh,
Why
okay.
would you check your gear, Vittorio?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
I'd have like a few solid reasons. Like there's like a top 5 tier list right now.
I take back the
Aye.
Firestone, by the way. Ba.
I thought you left it there. Damn.
No, it's money. What do you mean? What the fuck? I'm not leaving it.
It was difficult enough for me to be more than 2 feet away from it.
Yeah. I tried sticking my hand in, it didn't work out so well. No, I'm kidding.
Before you guys reconvene at the party, I'm quickly going to grab a drink.
Very well.
I recommend you guys take something to sip as well.
Yeah,
Be right back.
don't finish
She
it
quickly
before you get
executes
upstairs.
all of us.
Ready to redo my entire equipment.
That is whack.
It's because it ordered, now it moved all the items into their proper categories automatically. So now anything that's baseline considered a weapon goes into the weapons tab, either that I want it or not. So 25 pounds of dragon horns, which were baseline a simple melee weapon because I was too tired to bother to pick a trinket, are now in weapons.
Yeah, and the custom categories are
Exploded, and you can't make them.
yeah.
Yeah. I had to math it to know that if I wasn't carrying too much because I'm carrying 2 things that weigh 10 pounds each. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, right now
fine.
I'm only carrying 161 pounds over 147.
What? We're still using variant encumbrance, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but that's all. No, I mean the stuff I have with.
Yeah.
And luckily, my strength increased, so I can carry more shit.
Damn.
Plus.
Look,
You know, my one stat that
uh,
was not a plus is now also a plus.
Yeah.
Sorry, use the carrier.
Yeah,
But
man.
sadly,
If
like,
I-
I would have gotten a +2 in charisma, but I already had a 16 in charisma, so it didn't go over 16.
If I ever have the unfortunate luck of stumbling into my transformation, none of my stats are going to improve because they're already above what they would improve to.
Hey man, I wish I knew I would get a +2 in intelligence in a few sessions ago. I wouldn't have capped mine to 20. I'm like,
What do you
oh, this is so nice, but also I'm already too smart.
Well, the weapons they are.
I just need to go insane for mine to like kick in.
Don't worry about it. We're on your way there.
I don't know, like I feel like if I hit that transformation, it's gonna be like, oh, yeah, here's your charisma bump, and I'm like, oh nice, that puts me at 20, and then it's like the experience also drove you mad. Oh, okay, cool. So I guess I'll get another bump to charisma.
Madness is just freedom.
Don't worry, transformations don't really give you great buffs in terms of ability scores. Not
They
that you
should
guys
give
need
you
it.
insanity,
I
though.
mean, I
agree
my,
with that.
I was gonna say mine is actually like fantastic.
Yeah, Mark, we get it. You died and now you came back
No,
cooler.
no,
but you
wow.
want to get killed
We
again?
get it,
No,
Mark. We
no,
had to
I-
fight a
I-
whole encounter without
Yeah,
you.
literally
you got the
went to
best
sleep
thing out of
and
it.
left us fighting
Wow.
for our lives with one man
Oh.
down.
Oh
Jeez.
yeah, but you still have your fate, so it's okay.
Yeah, that is true.
Quit your whinging.
That is true.
Whinging
Your whinging.
is fucking minging.
Please don't say that.
Christ. I don't think you know what that means. So
And I
We're
know
gonna-
It doesn't.
so he says I know what it means. All right then, no biggie. Bargy, if you would like, if you are both like going to return to the place where this happened, then you will be able to find each other.
Yes,
Wonderful.
we will.
Wait, does that mean we come past the
The Darrow place?
yeah, the Darrows again?
No, it's
We'll
Yeah,
go.
we're
Together,
not-
why?
it's the
Oh,
We'll
we
meet
Darrow.
together
will
at a
have,
fork
we
in the
will
road.
have to go past through them again.
Well, no, we won't.
No, we don't.
You're all dead.
It's
Besides that, we don't have to go through it because
Yeah.
we took a different path.
We're going
get
to
the
the. We're
Yeah.
probably going to meet at the fork.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna meet at the bifurcation.
Yeah, no, it's
Bifurcation in the road.
Not in the ceiling.
If we meet each other again, Zar's like, oh, thank God you guys are safe. Thank the Seraphs. Thank
Well-
the shepherd that you're safe.
Oh, I wouldn't be thanking any of those. We kind of survived just by ourselves without any help from anyone else.
I mean, we did get help by a big someone else, but
Was it a shepherd took us?
no, it
Was it a
starts
Sarah?
with an S, but it wasn't the shepherd. You are right.
It were.
No, it was not the worm. It actually helped us.
That was
with
that
one.
was Mark. That was Mark. That was not Zari. So,
Oh, okay.
but Zari doesn't know what saved you.
Turns out, Tokas has this amazing ability to call upon the Serpent of the Mountain whenever he needs to.
I
Oh.
wish so, but it is sadly not truth. Though I did learn a little bit about it, and I suppose we'll keep learning about it more in the future. And Tokas has in his hand this piece of moonstone that he tosses it in the air a few times and then pockets away.
See, they're
Zari's
almost
eyes
alive
follow
as
the
well.
moonstone and like, where are you tossing it?
Nonetheless, I'd say we are mostly unscathed. Mostly, I
Much.
say.
You know, I'm surprised I could
Scathed.
almost outrun a giant worm. That's definitely one for the tales of time.
You are very quick for someone without the aid of magic, I have to admit.
Well, I
Was
am,
good
I am planning on
thinking.
writing a song about this journey. So
Well, then you remembered to put the name of the shots in it.
yeah, Zari's is like, I'm sorry. It's mostly about her. And I point at Ilmare.
Oh yes, the one that saved us and did everything for us in the last 24 hours. Yes, you should definitely write the song about her. Not the two valiant people who almost broke their legs running over 120 feet away.
Zari's looks at you. Is like,
Like,
do you
sipping
really
from
want me
like
to?
a bottle of alcohol. You
Yeah,
just
like-
woke up, you sipping alcohol in the background. Like,
Zari's looks at you, Vincent, and just says, Vincent, do you want me to write a song about you valiantly running away from a big worm?
Now I
Well-
do. In matter of fact, yes.
what a tale that will be.
No, I
No,
want to write
no.
a song about her because she looks cool. Zari's says very honestly.
Right. Well,
Like there'll be
I
a...
look
So,
cooler than you.
like Lawrence will lean over to you and be like, yo, is lean over to Victoria, yo, is Sari's hitting on Elmari.
Do I hear this?
Yo, Izari is hitting on Elmare? What?
Now I hear this.
Get my bird out of this. She's good.
She's a good
She's
girl.
good. What?
She is. Show me the entire conversation you and Victoria had last night.
Excuse me?
What?
fucking love this part.
Like, but specifically, like the dragon guns. I mean, look at the aesthetic. And Zari's just looks at Ilmar like as like a painter. Like,
Right. Well, I'm glad that you are a gun appreciator, and I'm glad to see that you are all doing okay.
yeah, I'm saying with you, Tokas.
What?
I'm happy you're okay.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thanks, Arius. I'm just gonna keep walking.
What did you say?
I said, oh, thanks, Dokas. I mean, Zarius.
I just said I'm glad you two were okay. I'm glad you two both individually are okay as well.
Thank
Glad
you. I'm
everyone's
glad that you
alright.
are glad that us, as both carbon-based life forms, are doing well and are undamaged. I am pleased about this confirmation. I assumed so as well, but I'm glad that you had to underline it. Is everything okay?
Darius looks at the staff and says, "Yes."
There's no staff.
Oh, there's no staff.
Yeah, it doesn't have a staff in his back.
Darius looks like he's sweating. And he says, "I'm very glad you're okay." What happened to the staff?
Oh,
We lost it when we were running from that thing. We stumbled down this kind of, I don't know what they call it, landslide? Slope? Something kind of thing that
It's a
kind of
slope.
happened from the worm. And after we stumbled, I think I lost a couple of pouches or something, but yeah, that staff.
You mean to tell me you lost the item I risked life and limb for to grab?
well, I wouldn't say life
Hey,
limb. You
It
just
happens,
stepped on it.
Zarius.
Yeah.
Plus, it's just a staff anyway.
Cyrus just looks at you. It's like, that staff could feed a poor family for 100 years
Okay,
if sold.
true.
Well,
But is it more valuable than Tokus's life?
I would dare to say, if the Shats didn't come to save us, we would have died. So I suppose, feed for a small family for a year is a small price to pay.
Cyrus just kind of blinks and he's like,
Everyone has dragon hearts in their bags, Cyrus.
That's true.
so I was like, yes.
Some of them have them in their hearts. Bonk, bonk. Poke you on the chest.
Cyrus looks in his chest and looks a bit confused.
That's the intention.
Well, that's the yeah, shitty luck, I suppose.
I wouldn't say it's shitty luck. Actually, I think we got out pretty lucky. The worm didn't kill any of us, and we also met with a primordial titan, which was very interesting, I suppose. We managed to take some research notes throughout the rest.
I'm sorry you never got your chance to speak to it, by the way, Tokas. It's a shame it left when we woke up.
I mean, since I've saw it for a while, I could technically try to speak to it now, but I think that'd be a bit pointless at this point.
We also have the additional problem of food we still need to sort out.
That is true.
I think we've done a lot of dilly-dally. I think we need to start making progress in Trailblaze.
That
I
we
mean,
need.
Just thinking about time versus food that we spent here. You're right, we have dilly-dallied a bit too long. Don't worry, my apex predator will help you. Pull out Crowley.
I thought you meant Mara, damn.
No,
Rolly
she's
is
a
like
fine,
sitting
gentle
on the
lady.
wall, chittering.
Just like a little mollusk or something, a little barnacle just chittering to himself.
Is that like a
Making a
chat
chittering
GPT
sound.
song, Paris?
Paris.
Never mind.
Bravely bold Vincent. His heart cut out, his liver removed, damn. Jesus Christ! Oh my god.
Oh, you remind me of something. I don't know.
The Holy Grail. Party, how would you like to proceed?
We have sort of a map, sort of direction. I would like to sort of try and navigate our way out of here.
Alright, let's go.
Alright. Guess we'll do it like we always do.
Ilmara can help you, she's actually traveled down here.
Oh, why is she not telling us where to go?
Well, Vincent was insisting that he wanted to go in the front and that he knew the way. She was like, well, fuck you then.
Well, I'm gonna be a lot more humble and tell her that we don't, and that I kind of need to know how to get out of here lest we starve to death.
Wait, are you telling me he does not actually know the way?
Do you really think he knows the way?
She glances over in Vincent's direction.
The man that
No.
slew one dragon per day of a 10-day while he was away.
That's so
Doesn't know this.
fascinating. How many dragons you guys have seen?
Well, we've seen about 3 or 4, but apparently Vincent many more.
3.
He must be truly blessed.
No 4. No 4. You are right.
The
Toby.
entire time I'm just going to give some nasty side-eye.
We got the problem. Have you got something in your eye?
Yeah. the visage of something truly horrible.
He like does this like exaggerated turn around, look behind her. She says, "I only see rocks."
You want me to take a look? I have some water if you need to rinse it out.
No, Lawrence.
Sorry for trying to help.
was-
Jeez. What's wrong?
Did you see what's going on? Come on, I'm gonna like move Lawrence along with me.
What the fuck?
Check Tokus.
Yeah. I'll make the check.
We're at advantage.
Brain freeze.
That's still private, by the way.
I know.
It's me.
It was me, Barry.
I purposely failed my intelligence check so I could misnavigate you through the tunnels and kill you slowly.
Oh yeah, I should lower my food resources real quick.
Leave behind the little overhang
Whoops, that was not my.
and those weird tubular plants that swiggle and swoon in place.
Damn, I was gonna. Yeah. Fuck.
And travel through the tunnels for quite some time. Like, this takes literal hours that you feel like you don't see a single, like, passageway left or right, just one tunnel. Until you get to a four-way intersection. Where Elmara stops and she says, "I'm pretty sure that I was here all the way down."
Pretty sure.
Fantastic!
That's
I'm
like a
sure I
positive
am here
affirmation.
Does this one have an off button as well, or what?
No,
Not
sadly, I'm not one of your machines that can just be turned off at will.
If
No,
only
it
I would
doesn't.
immediately unattune from you. There's definitely something wrong with you.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be able to design something like me anyway.
No, I would
I
not be
mean-
able to design something so flawed and stupid.
I mean, Vincent, the opposite is kind of true. I mean, you can be turned off. I don't.
Okay, well, lest we keep talking about turning off and on people, I suggest we find a way before we all get eventually turned off forever. Do you remember which tunnel you took?
Fairly certain I took that one, she says, pointing at one of them. And the other one there, we rested there. There was a how you call a little owl statue.
Fairly certain means positively.
When I say
Affirming?
fairly certain, I am positive.
Alright, well. Turns around, looks at a map. This will not be no use. I
No,
suggest.
your map will be of no use. But I know for certain. There's a statue. I looted some gems.
That sounds pretty important. Well, I suppose we'll trust your judgment then.
What, is it owl statue? Like, he measures with his hand, like, height, starts small and increasingly taller. Like,
I would say about this tall. She said, "Oh, 1 second, my doorbell."
Okay, bye, Elmari.
Is as tall as a
Wait,
doorbell.
she has a doorbell?
Yeah, on her robot.
She just opens a door that materializes, steps through it, and then, yeah, like, okay.
Oh, shit. Can we
Yeah.
do that? We happen to have get me the fuck out of here spell.
I wish I'm not high level enough. Man, sometimes I really do wish I was level 14 and I could do all the crazy stuff that high level spellcasters can do.
Elmara opens a pocket dimension. She's like, "Oh, the doorbell. Sorry,
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
sorry, but doorbell."
Holding. Sorry.
Wait, you could leave this entire time? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just here to watch you suffer.
Sounds about right, to be honest.
I mean, I would say like about this troll. She says, like, she indicates maybe like 10 inches. I mean, it's just through there.
Right,
And you
well,
took some gems from the statue itself.
They were in the room.
Offerings?
Did you? I mean, this is just the adventurer in me asking. Did you actually look at the statue in any way? You know,
Yeah, it glows.
what did you say?
It glows.
I suppose we'll see with our own eyes if we go through it then.
Yeah, well, it's the detour. That's why I was asking.
Look, if you have questions, just look at the statue instead of asking me. Amara says, stuffing a ration into her mouth.
Well, Amara, I do have some more questions for you specifically.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine. I have them as well, but
Amara walked away.
I follow
I
Amara.
need you to
Oh,
help me.
So are
no.
we,
Begin walking towards the room with the owl.
Oh,
Uh,
so we're
I
not
see.
heading out. Okay.
Let's move there. Suppose we'll move to the room of the owl then.
Yeah.
Zara is on Ilmar's tail.
Yeah, now Zaris is like, yeah, so what did you do before all this?
I smuggle things.
Like, you look like a gunslinger.
No, I'm
Yeah.
a criminal.
Are you a
I am a
gunslinger?
gunslinger. You could call it that, yes.
Do you work alone?
No. But here, yes.
So normally you don't work alone.
You're asking a lot of questions.
Zaris writes in his mind, works alone.
I don't like it.
Well, I'm writing a song, but I'm getting the lone gunslinger vibe, and I feel that that's pretty accurate. But I don't wanna,
Of course.
you know, to embellish things.
Though he often does it anyways, so, you know.
I think it's like, yeah, she's been alone, been on the hunt too long, but with all that she's been through, she's gonna be coming right for you, and then just aim that at the humans, you know?
Are
You're
you
not afraid
doing
of getting skinned?
Are you doing propaganda against racist?
No,
theories?
it's a song.
I don't think if it's
Like I'm not going to actively mention humans, but you know, if you know, you know.
Shit, this man's gonna die from busking, isn't he?
I think someone's gonna break his kneecaps very soon.
You know, that almost happened once in Novostoya when I went into a sailor tavern.
Oh,
I
that
almost
time
got
when you
I am
worked
not
on
surprised.
orphanage.
You
I
ask a
wonder-
lot
remember.
of questions.
I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm genuinely not.
Yeah, no,
Hmm.
I'm not either.
The ground underneath your feet quickly gives away from rocks
Oh no, I thought.
to something that is like, to a lot of like violet colored dry weeds, and even some things that look like tiny flowers, like lilacs. And within a couple more feet, you find yourselves in a large open chamber, which is a round room that has no passageways going out. At the center of it all sets a little marble pedestal with a statue of an owl sitting on top of it.
Amber,
And its eyes, yes.
can you make a religion out of this?
Didn't even finish.
You like let me finish before I like.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
Dice are in the air.
The owl's eyes glow eerily with this pale light. So there's a statue. Here's an empty room. I took everything. There's nothing left for you to take.
That's
wow, I'm
well,
so glad we came here, guys.
information is still a valuable resource, I suppose.
I was also thinking about when he looks at the eyes. If, you know, you said there were gemstones in the room, there's a statue. Sometimes
Make me a religion check, Lawrence.
sometimes you socket gems into, well, eye sockets, you know. Old dungeoneering.
Sometimes when someone loses their eye, they socket a gemstone into their eye.
That would look pretty weird.
Well, what I'm trying to get at is, did you check if it had any, well, sockets?
Why would I check that? Do I
As
look
she
like
said
an
that-
adventurer to you?
As she says that,
It-
I'm gonna go to the statue
it's
and
like-
I'm gonna start investigating for
Sorry.
inner nooks and crannies.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you do look like one.
Well, you're wrong. I smuggle things for a living.
Oh, I see.
7. I also rolled a 7, Gabe.
Yeah, but mine was natural.
Don't make fun of me.
I didn't.
I mean, Lawrence, with a 7, you know that owls often represent like wisdom.
Which
You know,
I have
leadership.
a lot of.
They also often represent sight. Not that Vincent would say that, but
I would never say that, but
Vincent wouldn't say it. But
if I could, I would.
Lawrence
no, Vincent's
makes,
definitely kicking shit around in this room. Like, oh, I'm so glad we came here, guys.
Trash the place.
Lawrence will make 2 okay hands in each of his hands, and then like turn his hands around so it covers his face like a mask, and he will look around the room.
It's gone
So
insane.
while Lawrence does this,
To
go ahead.
look for traps or hidden things, or the purpose of this room, I guess.
Look, guys, you broke Lawrence. Look at him.
I feel like we've done that before.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Kick a rock at Vincent.
Oh, guys, as you inspect the statue more closely, you can see that the light emanates from the inside of the statue, and it has these almost like tiny little mirrors, like that you can see through the eye sockets that redirect the light to cause it to shine out of the eyeballs, which are empty
And where is the light originating from?
from deep within the statue.
Is there no sort of hatchet or
Nope.
tiny door? No? Okay, damn.
The owl does not have a tiny door in its belly, no.
No, if I had to guess, I think Victoria hit it the nail on the head. But I'm
What?
too busy throwing a tantrum, so good luck, guys.
What
I have
nail
a
on the head?
solution to the problem. Gabe,
What?
are you ready to hear it?
Yes. What problem?
Have you considered taking Radigan and having him crawl down into the little hole that is the eye socket?
Yes.
These tiny creatures, and it's a
Shove
tiny
your
thing.
child into this.
I did
And then he
consider.
goes down, right? And he gets the thing, and then you just bring him back.
I
then
did
what?
consider this, but at the same time, it might be dangerous.
I should also think that we should definitely consider what Victoria said, because that seems like the most straightforward way to do things.
I don't know what Victoria said. I had no idea.
Vittorio said.
Risk and reward.
Vittorio said that he asked if you checked the statue for actual sockets in the eyes where you could slot in any of the gemstones she looted. She said, "Do I look like an adventurer? I did not look for any fucking sockets."
To get to activate any traps, I'm here to take money.
Yes. So she has gemstones looted from this room. There's
There you
two
go.
eye sockets where you can socket things into.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
No, but that's what I was going to go as well.
I'm just saying, guys, that last time that we overthought something, I just pulled at it from the ground and it opened.
Yeah.
It was once. I have to admit that. Also, Elmara, do you still have those gems that you looted from this room?
She gave them to a poor orphan boy we encountered along the way.
bet.
He like looks at you. You can see like a
No, I don't want to take them.
frown.
I don't
just-
care about them.
Yeah. What's it to you?
Well, not to me specifically, but to us. Would you mind putting them in here? And I
Why?
look at it. Well, how many gems did you find in this room specifically?
Trying to get yourself killed.
No, I'm trying to learn more about
Are
this.
you trying to get me killed?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So why do you do this?
To learn more about this thing.
Why?
Because it could hold important knowledge.
I thought we were going home.
It could also.
Darius looks at her and says, "It might reveal more treasure. It might reveal more treasure." That was Igor. Sorry. It might reveal more treasure.
That as
So
well.
I found 4 of them.
You found 4 of them.
Where'd the other 2 come from? Dot, dot, dot,
Oh.
dot.
Well, I suppose we can try all 4 of them. Mathematically, there's not many combinations.
Uh-huh.
And if we socket 2 of those gems in the eyes of the statue, I do believe that we should witness some effect. Positive one.
I guess this is magical.
I have not checked yet. It works via mirrors, so I...
Etharis, is this magical?
Darius will vibe check the statue.
Knew someone would fall for it.
Yeah, I mean, I will because And does he ask? Does Lawrence ask?
I literally just said it to Tokas and then I turned away and then I asked you.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure that was Lawrence speaking and all.
Not ants.
Not ants. Vibe check.
Too high pitched.
Nope. I don't see shit.
No.
That's the worst vibe check in the history of vibe checks.
Well, and you see that the statue is like, it is attached to the ground, but there's like this like a small gap of maybe a quarter of an inch around the base.
I'm going to like take a seat and then get on the floor, eye level with like the floor.
Uh-huh.
I look at Lawrence going down on the floor.
And then I'm gonna shimmy closer to it. See if I can see under it.
You did see more stone.
More stone. Do I see anything under there? Ah. Lawrence will roll out, turn to you, Vittorio, on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and say, Vittorio, as a strong person,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need you to attempt to squat this statue.
Oh my.
Like, lean down, grab under here, and I show my hand disappearing under to show there's like a ridge, and try pulling it straight up.
You guys might be the first group of individuals that are presented with a door and a handle, and you choose to somehow break in through the window instead.
I look at Vincent. You know what happened the last time I tried to open a door the normal way?
Do you honestly believe
Your dad died!
that this random statue underground from an ancient civilization, for some godforsaken reason, is going to have a trap that when you put 2 gemstones in where they are meant to go, disintegrates you? No, it probably unveils something, or has something hidden within. It's probably some sort of coffer from an old symbol of something.
So
Vincent,
this,
you're getting
so
quite
Vincent,
frustrated. Are you okay?
so
So
Vincent.
guys, Ilmara pulls out 2 blue gems and 2
Yes.
red ones.
It's just,
I look at her, and my face says, "Thank you so much."
it's just,
But it's a
I'm
tired.
meant to
thank
be
you
the
so much.
stupid one, you know?
Vincent,
Don't talk about yourself that way. You,
my God,
you
I lied.
contribute.
2 are red, 1 is yellow, and 1 is blue.
Oh no, that's so
No.
much worth, Amber.
Yeah, I know.
Do they have any different shape or any inscriptions on them?
They're all the same shape.
Right, looks at them. I suppose we could try the blue and yellow one. And I suppose all of them, after all, if this doesn't work. If the gem theory does not work, and the theory that I and Vincent apparently shared seems faulty, then I suppose, as Vittoria, you can squat the statue if you so wish.
Guys, take a step back.
Which remains on the floor.
I suppose you get away, Lawrence. If wouldn't be very pretty to get lasered to death on the floor.
Why? That's not magical. Right, Cyrus?
I didn't really feel anything, but I don't mean like it was magic.
looked-
It's like I had a stuffy
trust your
nose but for
judgment.
magic. No, it's like I had a stuffy nose for magic.
I don't know what that means.
Well, Zarius, we trust your judgment.
I'm not. No,
No,
I'm.
I go up to the
What's
statue.
that sound?
That's a good
What
question.
sound?
Lawrence,
So you go up to the statue.
turn around.
Oh no.
You heard a
I stand up. I pull out my sword.
Uh-huh.
Amber, I'd like to do a threat analysis.
I would
Okay.
like to assist on this threat analysis because
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Nothing is going on!
I heard that fucking sound and I know something's up.
As did I.
My passive is simply too high to have not heard that.
I didn't say that you heard anything in character.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you sometimes make sounds on the foundry and then you go like, oh, no one commented on it, so
Yeah.
the ancient
Alright, my
Purple
paranoia
orb.
players, let's go.
dragon like surprises you,
All right.
rips out your organs, and now you have to go to the organ lender to get it back. But
Come on,
to do that
Lawrence.
first, you have to do another
You make the
quest.
check, you guys.
Yeah.
Tokas will do you in the meantime.
You have
I'm gonna
advantage.
go up to the statue and I'm gonna attempt to pull some gems, put some gems into the sockets. I would like, now that Zarius pointed it out, to vibe check this statue with the detect magic before.
It's like, yeah, I totally pointed that out. That was me.
I feel like Zarius has already did this.
Well, Zarius didn't do detect magic. He witch-sided it, and he rolled a where was it?
Anyone.
He rolled
So-
a 9.
Right. Damn. Trash.
Yeah, he rolled really bad.
Yep. I'd like to give it a second look with a swipe of detect magic.
So,
I'm gonna join him in ritual casting it. Just why not?
you guys are ritual casts for 10 minutes.
Oh, is
No.
I don't know. Oh, if you're not ritual casting, sorry, don't join.
No, just pop
good
one.
luck.
Okay. There's evocation magic inside of the statue.
Inside of the statue.
Yes.
That makes sense. Alright, I'll try to put the yellow and the blue gem in the sockets of the statue.
Nothing happens.
I'll put the blue and red gems in the sockets of the statue. Something happens. Amber? Are you there?
Amber, I don't
Placing
like this.
The
Tinfoil
moodstone.
hat wearing ass with my fucking sword out, pulling my wand out. I retract
Putting-
my familiars
Shut
in my
the
pocket.
I
fuck
pull out
up!
my weapons.
Shut up! Thank you. Placing the two moonstones into the sockets. You can immediately see how its inner light is refracted outwards. And instead, beams in the colors of red and blue, which connects
The purple.
with a dull crystal that is set in high above the entryway that you came in through.
Is this the Legend of Zelda?
The owl begins to turn, immediately revealing why it was why there was an inch of space around it, or like a quarter inch of space around it, and the room itself also begins to turn. Now turning like the entrance that you were in, that you came from, is now turned away, and like a salt shaker, it just goes. It keeps turning. Oh, get rid of this stone grinding noise.
Locking us in?
Revealing
What?
another passageway.
There you go.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ta-da!
Secret tunnel.
In the mountain.
Almost as if not everything that is designed a million trillion years ago is designed to kill people that try to do what it's meant to be designed for.
One
I
time
wonder
Lord
what
opened the
happens.
door and it flapped open, like just eating him whole because it was actually a mimic.
That
Yeah,
is true.
we've seen doors do a lot of things, Vincent.
I tried
This
to
is
do
not a
something
door.
like tactical. I tried to like go around and flank the enemies from behind, so I could slap a bane on them and then like run back to the party. But
Bane?
like
He
the
ran to the
mimic was
like a
like,
door mimic.
You
Oops.
wanna snap them like Bane did to Batman's spine?
yeah, that's exactly the intention.
Let me see. Well, Tokens looks up at the statue of the tunnel. Is the tunnel looking dusty as fuck? Or does it look like it's been treaded?
Everything in this place was dusty as fuck. You're in a fucking cavern 7 days underground.
Love it. Right. Well, Tokens looks at the statue, looks at the gem. I don't wonder what happens if we put the two red ones together.
Well, I suppose we maybe
And
should.
unveil a different corridor.
Do we first want to check this one out before we start messing with it?
For sure.
That's-
I also wonder how this helps us get out of here. But
Well,
Well, Vincent, you
Billy.
see,
We dally.
it's not simply getting out of here. It's about survival in the long run. As we are officially unemployed, the only way we can make money is by adventuring. And the only way we can adventure while we are trying to save the world is taking chances like these to find treasure and then resell it at any vendor to make coin. And with that coin, we survive another day.
You are unemployed? How fucking sad.
It's
That-
really sad, but
That makes
we
sense.
have to be. Can't really move around a lot if we are employed.
The Azarius puts a hand on his chest and he's like,
The matter of
I think.
finding the right employer. And
Hmm.
of course having a set of skills.
no one asked you, Amari.
depending,
sorry.
You don't need me, I'm simply observing.
Azarius just puts a hand. Oh, go ahead.
depending on how you look at it, I suppose I'm still technically employed.
Yes, everyone is a fully functioning member of society. Now,
Azarius. Oh. As this is going on, Azarius puts a hand on his chest and he's like, I am the Withered Rose, an artist. That means I'm perpetually unemployed.
At least you do possess the skill of self-awareness.
Zarius, I commend you for your honesty.
Azarius laughs a little bit at himself.
Well,
And, well,
Probably the saddest story.
it's not
You
too bad.
haven't heard the saga I've been thinking about for you. Don't worry about it.
No. I'm not sure if I want to right now.
It's kind of sad.
Why is it sad? She actually sounds angry at this point.
She fucking shouts. What is
I got her to say it, get emotional. Yes. No, it's like, no, it's like sad in a heroic like warrior way.
And goddamn, you seem really sad.
No,
Wanna smash?
no,
You
more
don't need
like
to
a.
sugarcoat this. We can
Well,
be
more-
honest.
no,
with her.
no,
She
it's
can,
more-
she's a big girl. She can take the truth.
No, it's more like a vengeance
Gonna
for my
make me
people
cry?
situation.
Yeah, but it's a vengeance for your people, loser.
What my people have my people have a city. What do you mean?
Loser. Called him a loser.
It's just a Vincent.
Oh,
Oh, you're speaking? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. I've suddenly grown the ability to ignore you.
Right, well, that's a wonderful skill. Let's put other skills to use, like the exploring new tunnels skills.
Many 5-year-old with the same applicable skills.
guys, I will just make a loud noise with my chest.
Please don't.
I'm not going to, but
Thank you.
Stop bickering. Are you guys
Yeah.
married?
That's
No, not yet.
uh-huh.
I think they're
That
all
sounds-
working up to it.
Well,
My
Yeah.
dead body.
in any case,
Where?
there's a
Sad, you know.
corridor. It's a corridor.
Let's explore the court.
Check it out. And
Can I look into it,
he-
Amber? Oh, sorry.
yeah, I was just gonna say that he looks at Ilmare and is like, and while you're right, you're probably not an adventurer and you're a smuggler, as you said. But this will probably lead to more things you can smuggle. So
It's the only reason why I let you take these gems.
yes, I noticed the quick
I want
tone.
them back, by the way.
I noticed the quick tone change when it was mentioned.
Okay, I'm just, you know, it's nothing personal. It's just business. Sorry, as you look down a new corridor that's open, and you can see there's like a very short stretch of like natural cavern that zigzags around, and at the end of it you see what looks like a wooden wall and a wooden door.
Okay, so it's a corridor with a wooden wall and wooden door at the end.
Yeah, someone just slapped a wooden wall in the middle of a corridor.
So, guys, it looks like there's just a strange wooden wall and a wooden door. Like, imagine if some angry creator had this beautiful dungeon corridor and just slapped a wooden wall in the middle. That doesn't fit there.
Maybe that might be an indicator of an occupant.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. Also, I just realized I might have our food and water situation covered, and then he shivers if I use the Renwind spell.
Renwind spell.
If you know the one that he wanted us to feed on, that just made him look like he was, you know, starving.
Oh, the weird magical berries or whatever.
Yeah, that one. You know, it's a thing we could do in emergencies. Doris looks like disgust, like he's almost about to puke as he says it. He's like, no, the water.
Yeah, let's just see if we can't get a handle on the rations and whatnot first, and if we need to, we can rely on that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Anyway, door.
Yeah. Zarius will move first because he's. I look at Elmare. She looks confident, but I'm very much doubtful she's gonna go first.
You're not.
So I'm going to go
I'll
first.
do it. Dun-dun.
Yeah, no. If you want to go first, sure. Zarius was gonna go first, and then expect her to go second.
Lights on, guys. Just kidding. It's the lantern.
Alright.
Let's go inspect this.
Ilmara will go after you, Zarius. Because
Yeah.
being second is like not as bad as being first. But it's still
Zarius'
ahead of the other
stride is
people.
a lot more confident than it used to be.
Of course.
I wonder why.
I'm the best. That's why. What the fuck you want, man?
Compared to who? By whose estimate?
Just in general.
Comparison to the pate that he was a few sessions ago.
Oh, the sad leftover pate no one wanted after Christmas dinner.
Does anyone have a barrel by any chance?
Why would you need a barrel?
Why would we be
Who
carrying
looks like
around a
they
barrel?
are carrying-
No. I
Yeah,
see the
exactly.
wood there, and I'm like, maybe Omar looks like they make things. Maybe they can make a barrel out of it.
Darius? Click,
What?
click. Here. Focus.
What the fuck?
Focus.
No,
Eyes
I'm
forward.
thinking.
You
Focus
find
on
yourself
our-
standing in front of what you could only describe as like a cabin wall in the middle of a dungeon complex or in the middle of a cavern complex.
Does it emit,
Wait. Just what did she say first?
does it emit
Nothing.
any magical magic?
No. It's a door.
Oh, okay, go.
I look at Tokas.
It's a wooden door.
Is there a handle?
Oh, fucking hell.
Damn.
Yes, there is a handle on the door.
Can I
Can we-
knock?
No, wait.
Wait,
Is there
wait.
a keyhole?
No, there's no keyhole.
What the fuck makes a handle
Could-
without?
Could
Well-
I knock Amber.
People who live behind a fucking secret wall. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, you
Oh,
may
God.
knock. No one answers.
Zars knocks.
There's no
Yeah.
No one
answer.
answers.
I sadly can't use the sonic screwdriver on wood because it's wood, so
Yeah,
that's
it
kind of
doesn't
sad.
work.
I can use
opened
my
the door.
sonic boom grenade to explode the door and.
Oh, fucking Hondo!
So anyway, I fireball the wood since it's
mean-
it's AC and its HP is
We
below the
could
threshold.
we could also cast disintegrate on the door.
I could wait to level up
Yeah.
17 times and then cast the true finger of death on the wood by casting reverse time, going back to the time where the trees that made this wood were still alive and disappearing them.
I mean, Gabe, you could also just cast wish to wish the door open.
Cast wish that this door was open. You're all right.
Maybe. Are there any hinges? Are the hinges on this side or the other side?
Oh my god.
And we
Can I
did
There's
open
a
the
door.
Amber? Can I open the
Opens
door?
inward, yes.
Thank you.
What do we see?
Thank you so much for freeing me from this fucking moment.
Yeah.
What do my devil eyes see, Amber?
Oh my god, shut up, devil.
Devilman cry
You guys
baby.
genuinely drive me up the wall.
Yes, we love you too.
Fucking lord.
I was having like a Dreamlander moment there.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's
Whoa,
that,
hey, let's-
that's
Yeah, you
that's-
better
that
fall
goes
fall in
to-
line now, huh?
We'll go to
my
Clown
God.
Town. Honk honk.
We're gonna do worse now.
You're already in Clown Town, Lawrence.
I thought we were going to stay behind that door for at least another 20 minutes.
Yeah, I thought so too.
We were working up.
Alright. Looking past the door, you can see that there is a cabin.
Yo.
Yo.
Like, in the middle of the underground is this cabin. On the, like, directly to the right of the door is this, like, section that has been cut out into, like a quarter circle. Has been cut out of the corner. And there's a hole there with water that goes down into, like, an underground water thing.
Spring.
Reservoir.
Maybe a water reservoir, something like that. Around that are attached to the walls are fishing nets, rods, tackles. There is also a painting on the wall of a bearded, bluish man that holds a net, and in the other hand he's holding this brown fish. There are also such things as jars of what looks to be nuts and mushrooms.
Oh.
And then there's also bowls, cups, pots, kitchen utensils. Something that looks like beekeeper gear.
What? This is the
A
strangest
trunk.
house.
A little like cozy corner next to a fireplace, which appears to be burning, though it doesn't give any heat. Where
My lantern.
yeah, you can put away your lantern, don't worry. There's a chair there with a little journal on it and a lantern standing on the table as well.
Oh. Is it lit? Or is it not lit?
It is lit.
Then is my second question is, does the painting look expensive?
What do you know about the value of paintings?
I do not know anything about the value of
Hogarth
paintings.
might be able to appraise this for you.
How
Yeah.
much of the candle has been burnt?
It looks new.
I'm walking to the journal, by the way. On
Mhm.
near the canal to check it up.
There's also this slightly like wet wooden like smell in the air, and you can hear the sound of dripping. Like there's a couple of buckets spread around the room where like water is dripping in through the roof and into a bucket.
Horrible plumbing. Tokus notes as he crosses the room to reach into this journal and read its pages.
Hey, Tokas, if you accidentally walk into somebody's home, maybe it's not a good idea to walk
Yeah.
up and start rooting through their things.
Well, we have to make sure that it's somebody's home. It does look
Well-
like someone lives in it. I'd like to know who.
Somebody's home, and they were here very recently. If you see how much.
Tokus looks
Yeah.
around. Somebody home? Hello?
Focus.
It's quiet. Can you make me a perception check?
I can surely do that.
Are we in dim light?
I mean, no, there's light here.
Shit. Worth a shot. I look at Tokas like, Tokas, I'm craving money right now, and even I don't feel the need to start rifling through people's shit.
You're doing what?
You can see that also quite close to the like sitting space, you know, like the big chair, is a fish tank which is completely overgrown with algae and moss. In fact, it is so overgrown that the plant life is like growing out of the tank and it's like growing all the way down the side of the table.
That doesn't look
Let's
normal.
see.
Is my
Those of
perception
you... Toka's rolled high enough to see that there's movement in the fish tank.
Okay. rolled a 3.
The rest of you see a blue goldfish, which is alive, and it's like swimming in and out of the algae. And
Wait a second.
Vittorio and Lawrence see a red goldfish that is also alive in the tank.
A blue goldfish and a red
Goldfish
goldfish.
that are
Sorry, just
swimming
running up
through
to
this
the
like
tank.
massive algae.
Zarya, strangely enough, like runs up to the tank and is immediately kind of glued at it, but definitely carefully keeps his distance so his horns don't just pierce through the glass. Is there any food nearby for the fish?
Your heart.
Next to the fish tank is a little cup
I
that
look
has
at the
some
cup.
like flaky looking things in it.
I do the flaky things in the thing.
Amber, how close to our resemblance in terms of I guess scales and whatnot on the blue goldfish is it to the man in the painting?
Oh, that's clever.
The fish is like a dark blue. The guy is like a more like grayish blue.
Is there a red person in the painting?
No, there's only the
No.
guy.
Yeah, it was a brown
Do the fish
fish.
eat the stuff?
I mean, they if they like the stuff that you throw on Zarya, it just like falls on top of the plants. There's so much plant life that the fish can't get to the food.
Can I actively put it in like close to the water?
You can make an attempt.
I will make an attempt.
All right. The fish don't come for the food.
Doris looks actively disappointed, but he's still looking at the fish. Like he's glued to this aquarium, like fish tank.
This place is odd.
Pretty weird. Looks like the owner of these fishes didn't really take care of the, well, aquarium itself.
Yes, for a really fucking long time for that to happen. But somehow the
More or
fish are
less.
still alive.
And someone was here very recently, so it begs the question of whether it was intentional or not.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, shall we knock on?
There's the fish.
Yes, there is fish.
Aren't they cute? Like, look at them.
They look like fishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're swimming around.
I'm going to take
Can't
a
swim
look
around
at
a
this.
lot, Zaryas.
What did you say?
They can't swim around a lot. The tank is like far too grimy and dirty and like overgrown.
Can't you just literally talk with them, Darius?
Do you want me to? I don't have that spell prepared right now.
Oh.
You know we're doing a lot of fighting, so I prepared fighting spells.
I suppose that is fair.
But
Cass, can you talk to them?
Have you ever seen me talk to animals?
No, but you can talk. You,
Oh,
you
so
said
you
you
talk
would
to
try to
Amari.
talk to the skelk. Skemp?
Oh, what?
Skelk? The big snake?
Oh, no, that's a primordial being. That's simply language. Fishes don't have a language as far as I know.
What do you mean? I can speak water flipper.
I don't
Oh, I
think
go up to the fish, Amber. Do they speak water leaper?
Do the fish speak water leaper?
I go up to the glass and I blub at them. Am I
Like
like
one-
a weird cousin? I'm
One
used to
one of the
being-
fish like blubs at you, but like you don't understand the meaning of their blub.
They took his
His like
clean their
face,
tank.
like his face is like sticks out from between some weeds, and he just goes.
I go back to him.
Tokus can clean their tank with like a magic spell.
Yes, I could clean their tank. No, I'm not going to do it before I know what is happening around here. If someone has spent many moons trying to grow some crops in that tank, then I am not going to go and ruin their effort.
But they're
No.
like the fish can't move through.
That's true. It's a fact that I can witness myself with my own 2 eyes.
Come on.
I will, once I finish reading this. Just ran through the journal. I want to know what is happening here, and since there is no homeowner, I will take the daring act of exploring this.
Amber, I assume, actually it's bold of me to assume, are there any other doors in here?
No.
Okay. There's no windows of anything of the sort either.
Nope. There's like a space that is carved out for a window, with like a nook, but that's where the fish bowl stands.
Okay.
I've given you guys access to a book called Hunter's Journal in your items.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm reading it as we speak.
Yeah, same.
Damn.
Half-blind fisherman with different perspectives. Oh. The blind fisherman loved to watch his fishes in his fish tank?
Blind.
Oh, half-blind. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But his friend was blind.
Yeah.
Magical treasure and gem. Okay, has a completely blind.
Wait.
blind friend.
Isn't Theosa the... No, that's probably not her, isn't it? What was the name of the blind dragonborn with a basilisk?
Okay, my notes. I need to always check which notes are my right notes.
That's rough.
Left notes.
I will help you guys and say that ER is a male dragonborn.
Alright, it was ER.
Yeah, it's ER, silver dragon with big frill.
And he was blind, right?
Yeah, he's completely blind.
Yes, but it is indeed a male
Uh-huh.
with a different name.
The person in the painting, that was a man, wasn't it?
Presumably the half-blind fisherman.
Yeah. How did he look like again?
He... Man, how do I describe this? He is like...
An absolute unit?
a bit on the rotund... Yeah, I would say a bit on the rotund, but also like muscular side.
He's a strong man.
And
I would say he's pretty
storm in the
strong.
flesh.
He has this like grayish blue skin and white hair.
Is he an elf? Is he a tiefling?
He doesn't look like any race that you know.
That's mad.
Though he does have like slightly pointed ears, but if he's an elf, he's like the fuggliest elf you've ever seen.
The fuckliest.
Is he like a little
Like
spring?
he looks like the like old creepy uncle version of an elf, you know, like not that he looks creepy. I think he looks more like an old uncle who loves to fish type. But for an elf, he looks it's
He
not
looks
pretty.
ugly.
Amber, is it? I mean, is it a furbolg? Because I know at least me and Darius have seen one.
I would say Furbolg is probably the closest you're going to get to what this guy looks like, yeah.
Okay.
Bit of a balding Furbolg.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh,
It's
What?
sad.
Underground? Nobody cares if you're balding.
Oh, fair enough. I should move underground. Christ.
There's also no magic
Fuck
in the room.
chemo.
Yeah.
Oh. There's no what?
There is no magic in the room, isn't it?
The candle and the fireplace are not real.
Makes sense.
Ah,
I mean,
That's-
it wasn't giving off any heat, so that makes sense.
hmm.
Well, there hasn't been someone here recently. It's just fucking
Mhm.
I
not
mean, it
real.
doesn't.
Ever
Yeah.
burning.
Yeah, it does ever burn.
I mean,
It does burn so everly.
Whateverly.
yeah, I mean, it could be what illusion or
I touch it, is it hot?
The fire? No.
There's two spells that come to mind, but whatever it is, it simply implies that the homeowner hasn't been here in a long time.
yeah. I'd imagine he probably perished somewhere. No, he wouldn't
Oh.
say perished. Died.
Hillcast, pass me that journal.
I look at Lawrence and raises an eyebrow and I give it to him.
I place it down on the table next to me and I pull out my calligrapher's supplies and make a fine examination of the text.
While he does that, I'd like to go around the room and investigate for hidden compartments, maybe like hatches or trapdoors that lead somewhere else, or stashed away objects.
Um, can I? Now that we know a bit of the info in the book, can I take care of this aquarium or this fish tank?
Sure, you may.
Like clean it up, like cut the little plants.
Mm-hmm. Because you can make a roll.
Yes.
May I make a roll?
What would you like to roll? For
I
Lawrence?
wanted to do a calligrapher's tools check on the text to try to determine the
Yeah,
age
you may.
of the last entry.
You may.
Damn, would you also like to know the state of mind of the person who wrote it?
I didn't roll high enough for that, unfortunately.
Damn.
Because you can looking around for any hidden nooks and crannies and things to go. You can tell that the only way that is not the door is the water source in the corner, which actually seems to go down into like tunnels or something, like underwater.
It did mention underwater.
Oh no! I'm torn apart between my need for treasure and my need to stay away from water.
Funnily enough, Zarius is also the best one currently to go underwater.
Yeah, you can just walk
Unbelievable.
on the bottom.
You can yeah, and you can just breathe.
Lawrence, what exactly can you find out from this again? That would be...
Normally, it's it's stuff like state of mind of the author. It's in the Xanathar's tools section.
Curiosity.
Curiosity.
State of mind is curious.
Oh no, sorry. I wanted to tell how long that was just an example, but I wanted to determine when was the last time this was written in.
I'm back.
Did you hear what Amber said?
You
to
don't know.
Oh, okay. Can I determine what kind of ink was used?
It is old. But you're not sure how old. At least decades.
Are these fish still alive?
Let's see.
I mean, I feel like the The presence of the continual flame alludes to a more sophisticated Weller
The
here.
ink. I mean, the ink is fine ink.
Fine ink?
Yeah, it's fine.
That means it must have kept all this time.
It did.
How does a fisherman at the bottom of the world get access to fine ink?
Well,
Making it maybe.
he mentioned a friend, Sightless, with that traded him things from the surface. I imagine this friend had magical ways of transportation, for I don't believe a blind person would be able to traverse Blacklaw without any further support.
No, but Tokas, there's 3 people here. There's the half-blind fisherman, the blind friend, and whoever wrote this journal.
Then perhaps whoever wrote this journal was not the blind fisherman, but someone else with access to such materials.
Maybe. Cut.
How are the fish still alive? Maybe they're
Well-
not real, like the candle flame.
No.
So you finish cleaning out the tank, like just taking out swaths of plants and scrubbing away some of the algae as well. And you can see that there are many fish in the tank. I imagine you remove them for a second so you don't like
Yeah,
throw
I
them
don't
on
want
the
to
floor.
fucking murder them.
Yeah. You put all the fish back in the tank, and most of them like swim about happily, except one of them. He's green, and he floats to the top because he is dead.
Can I take it out?
Yeah, you can take it out.
Well, they're certainly real. Zarius looks as he holds the dead fish.
Why did he die?
I don't know. I'm not a medicine man, and especially not for fish.
I was more just asking to the world, but I can look at the fish.
I asked the world, why did he die?
Why did all the fish survive all this time? But
Well, I know for sure they're real.
hey,
I had to
Zarius.
fish him. I had to fish him out too.
Yeah, I saw that. I was here.
Oh well, sorry.
There is a red fish, a blue fish, a green fish, a gray fish, an orange fish, a yellow fish, a black fish, and a brown one.
Amber, what can I get a list, please?
Yeah.
Yes, I will write them down for you.
God.
Thank-
Guys, please, this fish.
Well, yeah, I also think it's just fish, but this was important to Zarius.
Yeah, Zarius has just like a bunch of fucking pet fish now, so.
Nonetheless, the diary does speak of riches in these underwater caves, and Douglas looks at the other exit. Though, sadly to say, I do not have gills.
Mm.
Well, we found one way we could explore it.
Yeah, you feeling up for a swim? Eh?
You know I have never actually swum before, right?
No, I know the last time you fell in, I had to jump in and get you.
You have like a rope or something?
I believe we all do.
Yeah.
Zarius,
I
the fish
don't-
are swimming and they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but you know, I am deadly afraid of water, so you know.
As you should be. You watch as the blue fish eats the red fish.
Ah! Oh well, I mean, I'm not that scared. I know that. I'm a follower of the spirit. You know. who
You also
gives
see
a
that the
shit?
gray fish immediately like swims away and like hides in like a little decorative castle.
Could I investigate the fish? Like, I mean, like, is there anything off about their movements? And that sounds so weird, but like, what if this is just like a bunch of polymorphed like people that are like fish now?
You can make an animal handling check with intelligence.
Oh, that's for me. It's just an animal handling check.
I would like to say. Oh.
Okay, no, you said that before I saw the result. Let's go. Okay, then it's a 17. If Vittoria looks at it with me.
Alright. I mean, they look like fish to you, behaving like fish. Most of them are just swimming around in circles, or in squares, or in between plants and whatnot. Except the like gray one who's still hiding in the castle, and I guess the red one which has been eaten, and the green one which is dead. Oops. You do know that these fish would grow bigger if they were able, if their environment allowed it, but in this aquarium, they will literally stay small for decades.
Amber, why did you say that? Why did you say that?
Why? Goldfish can grow really long in the wild. Some of them like up to 3
I
feet
know,
long.
but I'm about to go into a larger bit of water.
Are you?
I mean, yeah, so it's just like, this feels like the only way out, and I'm pretty much the best fit, but also I really don't want to.
The best fit, damn.
Well, it's
I don't know. I think Lawrence has the best fit, actually.
No, I think
Yeah.
it's fine if we let Zarius go into the water canal, I'm not complaining.
I think so too.
On this one.
Actually, you sent Vincent.
Hey, look
why,
at this.
why,
mean,
like,
I
like,
think
like,
it's-
like, why Vincent? Why Vincent?
He thinks I'll drop.
I
to
mean,
the
he's
bottom of it and
nimbler
drown.
than you, that is true.
I'd love to watch him sink.
Yeah, no, sure. I'll start untying my chainmail.
No, no,
Okay,
no, no,
alright,
stop. Vincent, stop.
What?
I can breathe underwater.
Wait. You can breathe underwater, and you're afraid of going underwater.
Well,
Exactly
didn't-
why he
I
can
didn't-
breathe underwater, so that if he
Yeah,
falls
I
in it,
didn't
he's not gonna
always-
drown while panicking.
Get your
It's-
bitch ass in that water right now!
I can't swim.
Then learn, motherfucker! I'm gonna walk up to him. Come on! I'm gonna start edging him towards it. Come on, get in the water!
Like I've got my cello with me. Let me just.
You are. You can
Let's-
breathe underwater and you have scales. You're basically half fish. Get in there.
What?
We'll just get some rope ready. I'll attach it, and then yeah, you can get
Lars
going.
puts all of his stuff on the sidelines, with the exception of his scythe that he does bind, or that he does keep on his back.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Alright.
If you want, if you run into something, I need to get out of there fast. Just pull twice. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, buddy.
It's okay. You can have a panic attack. You're not going to die anyways.
It's gonna be fine, okay? If anything happens to you, I will swim in and save you.
Yeah. Okay. That's just. Do we have something heavy that I could drop? Maybe.
Your cello.
No.
Yourself.
It's your pillow.
Oh, to be fair, you could hold it on Mari's ego. Did someone? Where was that actually?
That
Would you
was
like me to
creative,
punt
I
you
have to
down
say.
into the hole immediately, or are you just begging to drown?
No. Is there anything heavy here that I can hold, like a big rock or?
Definitely not Vincent.
Okay. Can you guys do this once I'm in the water and not part of this
No,
conversation
that's
anymore?
fair enough, honestly.
But is there, Amber? Is there anything heavy here that would like let me sink?
A bucket of water.
That's not really heavy.
What do you mean? A bucket of water is heavy?
Yeah, but not in the water.
I was hoping you'd fall for it. Let's see.
Be a rock or something around here in this cavern.
Yeah, in the cavern outside, you might be able to find some. In
Yeah.
here, just like jars, pots.
I'll
pans,
grab a big rock and then go. It's like a hole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can we bind this? We like Zarius binds this rope around his waist. Okay, you are gonna pull me out, right? Like all of you is just gonna pull me out once I pull twice, right?
That is what we said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long is your rope?
Well, I mean, I have 50, and then
And I have
assume
managed 50.
I have 52.
That's 150 already.
Wait 1 second.
Amber looking at this.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No.
Okay, yeah, 150 feet of rope in total.
Yeah.
Okay. Zarius binds it, and then he kind of like holds the rock. He's like, I have to jump, don't I?
We can push
I
you.
I look down into the thing. Amber, how deep does it look, or is it murky?
It's dark.
Dark. Okay.
What if there's like a creature down there with like a big mouth and it
They
just...
can pull you out.
And that's why you
Will
should
be the
immediately.
biggest creature down there with the largest mouth.
Can I just still change my mind? So
You're a
it's like at
dragon,
the edge.
Darius. Dragons feel no fear. Go on.
I mean... Zarius like standing there frozen, looking at the water.
I'll help. Okay, I'll help you. On the count of 3, I'll push you in. Okay, so we can count it down
What?
together. 3, 2, 1, and then I'll push. Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant
Okay.
actually like go without him. Like...
Okay, so we can take a deep breath. Okay, and I'm gonna stand behind him at the edge. Gonna put my hands on his back. Okay, breathe in. Okay, and breathe out. Nice. 3, 2, and I'm just gonna push him.
Ah! Wait, I have a sound effect for this.
This is definitely what it does. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm proud of you, Zarius.
I mean, Zarius is holding a big ass rock. He immediately starts sinks. He doesn't.
I don't want battle music. We can remove the aboleth from this as well. We can remove. We can remove the aboleth from this.
Oh yeah, how nice of you.
I
The
just.
half-blind aboleth fisherman.
How can an aboleth be half blind? He has 3 eyes.
Yeah, 1.5 of them are blind.
What?
Anyway, Zarius, you are plunged into the darkness, and immediately you can feel the water pulling at your arms and your legs and your rock because you are picked up by a current and you are propelled forward. Everybody at like the end of the rope just feels an immediate like huge tugging sensation, like there's a fucking monster at the end of this thing.
I will
Zoop.
make sure that I have a very steady grip and position to be ready to just
15 feet of the rope immediately disappears into the water.
15.
15, and then 15 more. As slowly the water, like as the rush of water comes to a standstill almost, and you are able to swim at your own pace, but you can't really
He's like
swim
smart.
though.
Well, like, he has the rock, so he can't even swim. So he's like just sinking.
All right, you sink until you hit the bottom, and at that point you are in this like you're like in an underground cavern system. So there is a way forward, and there is left and right.
And then like Zarius is like realizing he's hyperventilating underwater. Just like
You can see that there are fish swimming alongside you, Zarius. Green and orange goldfish.
okay, Amber, can I have a quick reminder? Which was the fish that ate the other fish? in
I don't know,
color?
which one was it?
It was the blue fish that ate the red fish.
Yep.
Also, Amber, I still don't have the list. Where's the list of colored fish?
I put them in the
Yeah.
Stargazers.
If you
It
scroll
was the
up,
blue
it should
fish
be
that
there.
ate the red fish.
Where is it?
Oh,
It
well,
was the
he's-
yellow one that ate the brown one.
God damn.
Damn.
Remember, if you laugh, it defeats the entire purpose of the deception.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Zarius, before you, the tunnels come to a Y intersection. You see green fish going to the left and orange fish going to the right.
Okay.
The current is pushing you forward, so you have to make a decision.
Okay, can I first ask, does someone have this goddamn list?
It is in Stargazers: red, blue, grey, green, orange, yellow, black, and grey, and brown.
True.
What? I'm in Stargazers. Am I just...
Right before 2 memes. Like, you guys had to send a bunch of fucking pictures.
I reposted
Oh,
it as
here.
well.
I see it. I see it.
Sorry,
Now I
we'll,
see
we'll
it.
engage
I
less
see
the
it.
session.
No.
No.
So the green fish were going left, and like, okay, so I'm back. Green and orange it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I will follow not the green one, because that one died. I will follow the orange ones.
Alright. You follow the orange fish, and... Alright. That's fine. The trail waves left and right for a while, but the fish just keep on swimming. Another, like, 20, 30 feet of the rope disappears. And...
Starting to get real worried, Vittorio.
I mean, there's
It's
150
okay. We have
of it.
100 more to go.
Zarius, you get to a pool. Like, right above you is a place where you can come up for breath.
And I like... Well, I mean, I can't swim, and I have a heavy rock. Is it still also continuing forward?
Yeah.
I will try and get up, so that means I'm going to have to drop the rock.
You also don't need to breathe.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, but if it's a pool, there might be something out of that pool.
Which is true.
And Zarius can always, you know, swim forward with, because there's a current, so he doesn't have to go down.
Yeah, make me an athletics check as you try to paddle your way up, like
Yeah.
flip-flop. Mr.
Yeah,
I can't swim.
Here it is. Here it is. Let's go. Oh!
Damn.
He just
All right.
crawls like he does like a dog.
Good.
I've probably seen a dog swim, so that's how he's swimming.
Yeah, you're swimming like a dog, and your head soon breaches the water. There is, like, a little bit of space above your head, and there is at least air here. Like, fresh, breathable air. That you can suck into your lungs. But not much else.
Okay. Okay, he's like, okay, think, 2 times. And he goes back down. Because, I mean, I can stay here, right? Like, or is it I'm gonna pull back into the current?
Yeah.
I will go down again.
Alright, you dive back into the underground channel again and back into the current. Now, the orange fish... Why are you getting louder and louder, Aboleth? Stop doing that. Thank you. Now, the orange fish begin to diminish in their numbers, and they are instead joined by red, blue, and yellow fish.
Okay, red, blue, and yellow fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mark, you can do it.
Okay.
At the intersection, red and blue go right, and the yellow fish go left.
The red one ate the blue fish. So I want to go yellow.
I was
Because
just
I
one
don't
for the
want-
color gold
I
as well. If you think
mean,
about
you
it.
do you.
I mean, that is the choice that me, Mark, remembers, and
Yeah.
that's what's alright. So
You
I'm
do
following
you,
the
yeah.
yellow.
Yeah.
You continue onward. At this point, like another, I think 30, 40 feet of rope slinks away into the water. And you now enter another, like, larger chamber where you can see, like, behind you is the way that you came from, and also another path that joins up to it, like right to the side of it, which may not or not be the path like rejoining,
Okay.
as a current also flows from there. And now you see that blue and yellow fish are staying in this area, and they are joined by brown, black, and gray fish.
Okay. And what do I see more? There's just this area and the 2 ways back?
Well, you can see that before you there are 3 paths to choose from. Brown fish are swimming left, black fish are traveling through the center, and gray fish are moving to the right.
Okay. I don't know anything about yellow and black.
There's no yellow, brown,
There's
black.
no yellow. There's
Oh,
only brown, black, or gray.
I don't know anything about brown and black. I know the gray ones hide in. I'm gonna follow the gray ones.
All right.
Tough choice, tough choice.
I don't know anything about the other two, and I know that they hide, they don't hurt, so I'm gonna follow the gray ones.
Amber, which was all of the fish that was in that area?
It's
There were
yellow,
brown,
blue,
yeah,
black, gray, brown.
yellow, blue, black, gray, brown. Yeah, following the. I feel like the following the gray is the best. They hide. I don't remember what it was hiding in, but it was like hiding in like a little castle or treasure thing. I think I'm not sure.
So
They were
you
hiding.
move down the right path, and you're immediately pulled through this pretty like strong current, one that furiously like sucks you forward until you arrive in an underwater chamber that has a small like sunken building. It looks like there's some sort of like, it's not like a miniature castle, but it is something that looks like a tower with like the door of it missing.
Okay.
And the gray fish are like swimming around here.
Okay, so the gray were right. The first choice was between which colors? It was green and
Green and
or
orange.
green and orange. And which one was the orange side? Because I'm writing down what.
Right.
So right. And then it was red and blue going one way, and then yellow the other. Which way was the yellow again?
It was left.
Okay, left. So it was. So I've done this, if I am correct, right? Right, left. Zarius actually is probably more at ease because he saw the fish and he's like enjoying
Yeah.
all the fish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to carefully try. Is there any heavy rocks in this chamber? Or
I mean, there are some like pieces of debris.
I'm gonna
that
grab
have
a
come
piece
from
of
the building.
debris,
Alright.
so I can like more solidly walk on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna try to quote unquote stealthily make my way on to this ruined place.
You want to stealthily walk underwater?
Well, yeah, like he's gonna very slowly, very carefully, like.
Alright. Go ahead.
Here we go. That is a 13. I'm gonna just take that and I'm gonna go towards this ruined castle tower.
Amber, who wants people to roll stealth checks only when there's someone perceiving them. Also, Amber asking you to roll a stealth check on the second.
What? Me?
What do you mean by that?
Me? Anyway. Can you roll me a D100?
I can't definitely roll you a D100. I'm just glad there's no time limit because I just can't breathe here.
Yeah, this would have been a whole different case of someone with a time limit.
I can only hold my breath for so long. I'm just waiting for Amber to have the audacity to put in either a water leaper or a taco or taco.
Imagine
down
I
here.
had the audacity to do that.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Like, aren't water leapers like the ones on the water surface? Like,
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
to
They leap the water. They're so good. They're also so cute.
Well,
They look so adorable.
depends on how you look at it.
Like this.
They look like the little frog bat snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that is indeed a very cute version of them, because the ones I've seen, looks like...
I am just legitimately holding my breath. I'm here like, I mean,
I'm scared.
Yeah, I am scared. I'm here alone. I can't swim, and there's something here.
Oh, it's just fish.
Yeah, great fish.
Alright, Zarius, you move forward into the direction of the structure, and some of the fish move aside when they see you. Well, what you will find is that in the sunken building is treasure. There is a small, almost like stony-looking chest laying at the center of the building. Alicina, I'm going to turn your volume down. Jesus Christ, why are you so fucking loud? It's like you get louder every moment that I talk, or every moment that I listen to you.
Like daughter, like mother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. But there's a stone little chest.
Yeah, that's a little stone chest.
Can
It's
I?
closed.
I want to say, can I witch sight this? I'm curious how it feels here. If there's any like magical remains of magic, in the, I want to say in the air, but in the water. I want to try and witch sight. Can I try and witch sight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where is my witch sight? Right there.
The water goes in your eyes.
Oh,
and blinds
that's
you
actually
forever.
good. 20. I mean, I am opening. I have my eyes open.
You're dead. Sorry.
You sense a latent form of magic in this area.
Latent form of magic. Okay.
Yes.
I am going to the. I am going to the chest, and I'm going to tap it with the butt of my scythe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not the the scythe part of it, but like the handle part of it.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a crunching, like a grinding feeling, as it impacts stone.
I'm going to try and open it.
Right.
Especially with my current flaw, I'm going to try and open it.
You open the chest. Immediately, this book floats out into the water.
I am going to grab it.
Right.
Is there anything else in the chest, or just this book?
Yes, there is.
Okay, say goodbye to those 9th level spells in this book.
It's waterlogged, I'm sorry. What else
Zarius
would I
will
have
say
done?
goodbye to his life if he did really do that.
What
There's
else could I have done here?
There's a couple
the
of
chest.
there's a couple of like mother of pearls in there with like a pearl in them, like like the clams
Yeah.
that are like slightly open that have pearls in them. There's also a piece of like something green. It looks like seaweed that's been rolled up.
I'd like to grab the Well, first up, I'm gonna tap the piece of seaweed with my scythe, the butt.
Mm-hmm.
See if it reacts, if anything happens.
It just moved by the thing.
Then
It
I will try and...
unfurls.
Oh, it unfurls.
Oh.
It's just a ball of seaweed.
There's something about it.
I'm
Something
going to...
about it feels.
I'm going to try and grab it.
Alright. You grab a hold of it.
A cucumber.
It
It's kind of like
grabs
it kind of like swirls around in your hand, like a like an underwater whip.
Like an underwater whip.
Yeah, kind of like or like those people who do like ribbon dancing,
Oh, that's cool. Can I ball it back up?
Yeah, you can.
I'm going to ball it back up. Yeah, I was afraid it was going to grab a hold of me. That's why I was going to ball. That's why I asked if I can ball it back up. And can I take the pearls of these things without me killing the clam?
Clams are not alive.
Oh,
Oh, I thought. Oh, the clams are dead.
Yeah.
Then can I take the entire clam, like
Yeah, you
close
can.
it, and I'd like to take all of the clams and
Mhm.
just take the clams themselves.
All right.
And if I don't see anything, do I see anything else in this room? Can I make like a perception check or like an investigation check?
I'm not gonna make one. There's nothing else in this room except fish.
Okay, and then I will grab these and pull twice.
all
All
right.
right.
Yeah.
There's no, yeah, we're not gonna make any checks for this because Zarius can pretty much indefinitely live underwater. So you guys are going to be exhausted.
Fish!
You guys are gonna be
Okay.
exhausted by the time you finish pulling his fucking 300-pound ass out of the
I'm-
water through the current.
Hey.
Like half,
That's it.
some of you are half dead.
I mean, Zari is probably also exhausted because I imagine he does help by like trying to pull himself on the rope as well.
There's like 130 feet of rope that needs to be pulled, like reeled
Yeah,
in.
like it's heavy.
It is
As
a group effort.
It is a
Yeah.
group effort indeed.
I will warn everyone to be sure that Zorius is not, omitting any truths when he comes out, in case his instincts have gotten the better of himself.
Mhm.
Victoria's like,
What do you mean by that?
yeah. Well, I'll see if he's stashed away any extra treasure.
Mhm. All right.
how many clams were there? Because
There are 6 clams.
6.
All right. You guys eventually get Zarius pulled up and out of the water again.
Oh wait, doesn't feel any different. I always see people do that when they get out of the water.
Well,
Be a dramatist. How did it go down there?
Well, there were a lot of fish, which did help. It was nice. Glad there were a lot of fish. It made it easier. There were all the colored fish. Eventually I got to some kind of castle. Like it's like a cave network down there. And I got to like a castle with a stone chest in it, and I found this, and I looked at the ball of seaweed.
The seaweed begins to like almost curl in on itself, like almost like contract now that it is out of the water. Just
Holding
slowly
it.
begins to dry up.
I'm going to grab a jar that is here, grab some water and like put it in there.
It'll soak up the water and stay its own ribbony shape again.
I found these, and I hold out the 6 clams, and I'm gonna look at the clams and look which pearl is the biggest.
This pearl is actually a blue moonstone.
I'm keeping that one, and I'm gonna give the others randomly to everyone in this room. So I'm giving 1 to Vittorio, 1 to Tokas, 1 to Lawrence, 1 to Vincent, and 1 to Ilani.
Lowy.
Yeah, because we are in a sea-themed park, so
No, Ilani.
Ilmari.
yeah, Ilawi.
Or Elmari, sorry. I fucking got it wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm
No, you're not
tired.
forgiven. You're not forgiven.
But I am keeping
Piece of
the
shit.
I'm keeping the biggest pearl, which was a
It's
blue
not a-
moonstone.
It's not a pearl, Darius. It's a
so-
fucking moonstone.
It's the
Yeah,
same I
it's a
have.
moonstone.
The two
You really
that
broke them today.
You have
But the
a red,
moonstone-
2 red ones, Tokas, and a blue one.
Yeah, this is a blue one, right? Blue moonstone.
Yes.
I'm keeping the blue moonstone, and the others with the pearls are okay. It's the biggest, so that's the ones I was keeping. And yeah, he gives everyone 1 of the clams.
Right? Was there anything else?
Zarius pulls out this waterlogged book, I wouldn't recommend opening it yet.
There's little in Tokus's round eyeglasses.
The book is already beginning to swell with how much the leather is like soaked up water.
I instantly whip out my focus and I attempt to prestidigitate the book dry.
This book is ruined. It's a book on how to waterproof chests.
Is it though?
It sure was.
It was.
Oh my god.
For the 5 minutes following, Tokus is on the ground trying to rescue this book to no avail. He is
I was just
unresponsive.
looking at Tokas like,
What
you
was
know,
wrong?
it was in a chest. There was no way I could have gotten it out without it getting in the water.
He doesn't even respond. He doesn't even acknowledge you. He's too busy attempting to rescue a life that you put in peril.
I'll squat next to him and kind of rub his back and be like, it's okay, man. It's okay.
I can't believe it.
Oh,
Lawrence is eating the nuts out of the jar we saw when we came in.
well,
We're gonna get food poisoning.
Like they're a little bit like squishy.
squishy nuts. I'll,
Squish these nuts.
Put your balls in my mouth. Balls in your mouth.
I will, just put a hand on Zaris' shoulder, like, well, that went well, and you did good.
It honestly helped that I didn't actually have to swim. Cyrus like looks at you.
Fair enough.
It was like walking in jello. I think that's what it's called.
So sort of like being inside of a gelatinous cube minus the acid part.
I've never been in this gelatinous cube, but maybe.
Okay.
But there was a castle in there, like a building.
Could have been. What?
And I've not explored all the routes yet, but I trusted the fish. Cyrus looks at you like fully serious.
Not entirely sure what that means, but at least
Very
you,
relevant thing to say.
Like each tunnel was like they had fish going in them. The first had the green and orange fish. So I went with the orange because in the bowl the green one was dead. Then the choice was between red, blue, and yellow. Red and blue went in one, so I didn't go in that one because they ate each other. And last were black, brown, and gray. I only went with the gray ones, but I don't know if I could have gone to the black or the brown.
Darius, look. Look at the tank.
I look at the tank.
The gray ones are inside the castle. Like the little
Yeah.
castle you found.
Yeah, I know. That's why I followed them. There were two more, being black and brown, that went into different routes, and I didn't know. I don't know what they went to.
well, he looks around. Was a bit of work getting you up again. So.
It was a workout for the whole family.
Yeah.
You might as well say that.
So.
Let's go, guys. We probably didn't do any lifting.
Yeah,
Ilmari with a construct that could probably do this by itself.
Laura's like, you know.
Leave him to it.
Honey.
Maybe we should be happy with what we found.
Well, yeah, those pearls might be worth something.
Yeah, could be.
Looks at Tokas, then just
He's still
looks
over
at
the
you.
book.
Alright.
Yes. What?
No. Mara. Lawrence points at his pocket and the little bird poking out.
Well,
It's similar enough.
Mara physically turns away from you.
And smiles and looks down. How many gold pieces would one of these fetch on the open market? And I would like to use Mara's incredible eye to appraise?
Mara's eyes go wide. Her pupils dilate. She hones in on the. Oh boy.
How much crone can I get for this? How many eddies will these sell for?
You can make me an investigation check.
Invest. I have advantage because my child is with me.
Yeah.
That was a 15 and it just changed to a 17. So I mean a 7.
did you say?
So
Oof.
basically sounds like it was a 15 to me, even though I rolled an 11.
Is
Mara looks at you. Wow. I would say at least 25 gold pieces. Says in Tokas' voice.
Wow, really?
His head snaps around.
What?
His eyes look like the ones of a dead fish.
I want to Tokas. You know you want to fireball it. End it. It's mocking you.
Jesus.
Turns around to Vincent. I won't do it. Just for the spirit of all the books that still need rescuing. If I am not there, then someone else like Zarius will be. I
What?
cannot allow it. I must leave
Okay.
on.
You know, you might be able to repair it if you bring it back with us.
That's his clothes. That is exactly what they want to do.
You know, I was almost starting to feel bad about worrying about that staff as much as I was worrying about you. And then you say this shit.
What did you say? Worrying about what?
What? Nothing.
Blinks. Right, well, I will appraise these gemstones and the ones that I retrieved on a later date. Now, if we have nothing else to do, I suppose it's time to get a move on.
We've just all been pulling and pulling. Can we not just take a moment of rest?
If you wish, I suppose you could rest while I appraise these gemstones.
Could you maybe see if this weird little thingy is like? Cyrus looks in the water and pulls out this. Holds this little seaweed ball. I'm like,
Looks like seaweed to you, Tokas.
I make eye contact with Vincent and I say, we dilly, we dally.
We really do.
What the
I
fuck?
look at the seaweed bowl. Ember, is anything wrapped
Seaweed!
inside the seaweed bowl?
No, it's just seaweed!
just a ball of seaweed.
I look at Vittorio, the herbalist expert. Well, I'm sure Vittorio knows more about this.
Look at Vittorio.
I could give it a look. Yeah.
It was strangely in the chest. That is.
I don't find it strange that a chest underwater has seaweed.
No, but this is the only bit on it. In it.
I still don't find it strange.
Amber,
Yeah.
are you going to tell me that it's seaweed?
It's seaweed and it sticks to the glass.
It sticks to the glass. Does it stick to the glass as in a, wow, there is something on the other side of the glass, and as such I'm sticking to the glass?
Yeah, like kind of like curls towards you, I guess.
I mean, can I make a herbalism check, or it's literally seaweed? This is what I'm asking you.
It is definitely a type of seaweed.
Is it the same seaweed
Miss
that
DM.
I made the hollow reed? I have hollow reed seaweed with me. Is it the same type?
It's not seaweed, it's reed.
It's a reed, indeed.
Reed, not
To
seaweed.
the name.
Oh, never mind.
Hollow weeds.
Okay, Amber, Miss DM, I would like to properly inspect this piece of seaweed with a herbalism kit check.
And I would like to appraise the valuables that we have discovered.
Okay. Go ahead.
Right, I will... I think for this, I will do this.
Nah, okay, it's okay. It's not that important.
Yeah, while you're looking at it, by the way, Vittorio, you'll notice Zarius, again, strangely, like he did with the fish, like strangely looking at it and like kind of playing with it.
I see.
Why is it damage? I think I'm gonna
What's damage?
reroll that.
You may.
Thank you.
Ooh,
I'm
that's a
happy
good
that you
roll.
allow me to. That's a 19.
Yeah, I'm
That's
pretty
a success.
pretty kind.
Yeah.
Alright. Stoker's gonna spend an hour examining this stuff.
The mother of God.
Yeah, I guess.
Mm.
And then
taking-
also, Lord Vittorio also takes his time to appraise the
Whoa!
seaweed.
I know what we can do in this time.
What?
Picking up a proficiency in the harmonica. That's what I'm going to start doing in these moments.
Yes! Then you can join me in my music!
Oh,
I know what we can do in this moment.
what is that?
Daddy loves you.
Oh, that is true. Give Mara a pat. I pull out my apex predator. How's it going on your side, Crowley? Is everything okay?
All the plates on Crowley's back move, and it makes a chittering sound.
Ooh. I don't know what that means, but one day I'll know.
Oh,
It's okay.
like, oh, Ilmari, I think I got the text for your song. Well, I'll tell you it.
Did you just think about it at the bottom of the ocean?
Well, that wasn't the ocean. Oh, sorry, it's Tasty's
The
finger.
word that I'm looking for is a different word that she would have used at the bottom of like.
Oh, you fucked up. It's too late.
Shut up! Okay, server mute Gabe. There we go.
Alexa, server mute Gabe.
It's fine, you know. It's an Elvis mistranslation, you know. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
don't know what you need to say. What you need to say to Gabe is
She would have called it like a
Gabe,
water
what the-
snake or something, because the underground tunnel or something. Like an underground water snake.
Yeah, but if she's like, well, yes, actually, you know how I had to calmly and carefully walk on the bottom? Yeah, it gave me a little bit of time to think, and this is the thing that she was gonna tell Amara. I'm gonna send it to you privately because I've written this in the little time we've had.
Wow.
This is a parody on a song. So really
Damn.
like,
And he's not telling us out loud. Wow.
Deported. Deported.
What do you call an elf who won't share? What?
I don't know.
an elf.
Elfish. What?
Oh.
Elvis.
I hate that bird.
Elfish.
I hate that bird with so much, so
What?
many,
Mara is a good girl.
so many fibers of my being need to kill that bird, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sustain myself.
Victor. Brain. Vincent.
Yes, dear.
Are you
This mad lord.
making the joke?
Yes, I am joking.
Okay.
I am totally not joking.
Don't worry, Mara. It's a joke. You can keep making fun of him.
Fair.
Mara blinks at you with her big eyes, and then she says, I think it's bad for his elf-esteem. What?
I agree. Mara, you're getting better, but
Someone arrest this bird for being too funny.
what do you find out, Vittorio?
It hasn't been
Mario,
4
It
minutes.
is. It's seaweed.
It's seaweed.
Been an
But
hour
it's something-
determining its seaweed.
There's
I am not gonna
special about it.
For fucking hour.
Why? You don't want to investigate my seaweed?
Okay, please.
Do you not like it?
Please go ahead. What were you saying?
There's something peculiar about it.
Uh-huh.
Like it's literally drawn to you.
Oh no, it's a parasite.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking
It also
about.
responds to you.
The stimuli,
telepathic.
I assume.
When you think about this being seaweed, it almost becomes more seaweed-like. There's no other way to explain it.
Okay, if I mean, yeah, if that's apparent to me. and I start thinking about it being
A fish.
no, being like a vine. You
What
know.
sort of vine?
Probably something we've seen here in Blackpool, because that would be freshest in memory. I'm trying to remember. Like Maiden's Hair. That was a vine, right?
It doesn't have the full ability to like move itself very much in this jar,
Mm-hmm.
but like the tips of the seaweed begin to like swirl around each other like the tendrils of maidenhair, and they become a sharp point like a dagger.
Oh,
Like
fuck!
a dag.
It's in a jar, Zarius!
Sorry, no, it's in a jar, but it's open, so Zari's playing
Oh.
with it.
In that case, it goes to the full, like a full length of a woven dagger.
A woven dag.
Dabs you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lose a
Ow!
finger.
What the fuck?
Well, that's fucking interesting.
What is?
No, I was just thinking about how much this just looks like
Sorry, what did I miss?
plain old seaweed. And the more I thought about it, I was taking notes, it just looked more and more like seaweed. So I tried thinking about what if it looked like some maiden's hair, you know, grows here in the black hole. Then,
So,
well,
so I can think of it like poppy. Doris thinks poppy towards it. That's a flower, right? I'm not stupid.
mhm.
Yes, that is a flower. Yeah.
What
Um,
happens?
it turns into a seaweed mace. Like the top of it just begins to like fold itself up, like
Oh.
begin making a knot, and then it turns into like an underwater mace.
I'm gonna think about it as a ribbon. That it was spinning around me as before.
Yeah, it turns into like a seaweed whip again. It takes a little bit for this to happen. It's not instantaneous, but it turns into like a seaweed whip.
I love it. Doris like playing with the seaweed.
Yeah, so either this is just some weird magical item, or it's some kind of creature. Not entirely sure, honestly. I mean, no, let's call it life form. That's probably better. You know, could still be some kind of vegetation, or he looks at it like, I don't think it's a fungi.
Oh, it's a seaweed. Not in the sea though. It's a water snake weed, duh.
Does she say that?
No, she doesn't say that. But
So
she
do we
would
have
have.
Tokas look after it? I mean, he's looking at Genesis now. You know what? while you investigate for it, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic. As a
Alright, while
ritual.
you do that, Lawrence, you said you were going to do something, but I don't know what that thing is.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I will just spend time with my familiars.
What?
Yes, I will spend time with my familiars. I will gather any foodstuffs that I can find in here.
I mean,
That's
there are
still
like
edible.
some nuts, some like mushroom looking stuff in jars. There's like fish food next to the fish tank.
Mm. Lawrence is doing that.
And there's our fish who are like edible, I guess.
That's true.
Victoria will just look over at Lawrence as he's doing this, and he's like, "Oh, if you take the mushrooms and whatnot as well, I can have a look at them when we set up camp later."
I know.
Huh. Good thinking.
Well, I wasn't gonna eat today, but yeah, that's the plan.
Well, I suppose I would have looked at the mushrooms either way then before we would eat. No need to
Like you looked
poison
at the
ourselves.
tube vegetation in that previous chamber. I give you a knowing look.
He gives you a.
Something I forgot.
Gives you a. I'm gonna put my claymore inside your ribcage tonight.
Whoa!
Do it.
Hmm.
Rend me asunder. Apparently, that's what you need to do to get your transformation.
Yeah.
No,
here's the
Lawrence, you
st-
know that it doesn't work like that.
True. I need caster's heart.
Yeah, sure.
Oh god.
That's what it is, indeed. You need to cut Caster's heart out. You just have to kill him first.
No,
And make sure
fine.
that when you
He-
cast Disintegrate on him, he doesn't cast it back on you.
I mean,
You had his body. Why did you not do it then when he was dead?
Because it has to be beating.
Because I want him to be alive.
Have to eat his I need
so
to
that I
eat his
can look
beating
him in
heart.
the eyes when the lights go out.
oh
What the
yeah,
hell, man?
Jesus.
true.
The
So
fuck's
anyway, I
wrong
give you
with
the most evil transformation right as we begin.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry.
He just gets chosen of corn as the transformation.
Yay!
Hardcore.
Damn. Love
I
corn.
mean corn the vegetable, not the chaos god.
Alright.
Yeah. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
What corn are you thinking of?
Yeah, true. No, I agree.
Alright. Do I manage to appraise the value of these items, Ember?
Yeah. 25 GP per pearl and 10 GP per moonstone.
Alright.
Small moonstones.
I like it.
Alright.
Amber,
That's
is the
fair.
seaweed magical?
Technically, no. It is more like a living organism.
I'm gonna keep it in a jar.
Understandable. It will dry out and die if it's not in a jar.
That's so
I'll
sad.
keep it in
What's
the-
sad? It's like seaweed.
I know. It's just
Or it's water weed.
it's
I'm gonna
snake
take the
snake
grey fish
water
and I'm gonna
weed.
put it in the jar. Cesara's gonna keep him as well.
Oh yeah.
You catch the gray fish and leave all the other fish.
So sad.
No, I'm gonna release them.
Understandable. The
Why
gray
do they
fish
like-
goes in the jar.
Now the question is,
Do you
does,
take the castle as well?
yeah, I was about to say, does the castle fit in the jar?
If you want, you can find a jar that is big enough to fit the entire castle, I guess.
Yeah, I empty out the jar which had the nuts inside. Put
Alright.
that in there.
They were chewy anyway, like the food here is not so good.
Yeah, I know.
It'll do in a pinch.
No, it's really old.
Okay. Wow, are you telling
Alright.
me these are
You
some-
have a gray fish now, and a seaweed. And some pearls, and some moonstones. What now?
I-
Is this
Yeah,
like
move on.
yeah? Let's go back, and I feel like honestly, try the thing Toka suggested.
Oh, swapping out the
Different.
gemstones. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Did I get
imagine
a pearl or did I get a
You got
pearl?
a pearl.
Yeah.
I am the only one with a moonstone, which arguably
Thank
is worth
you.
less, but Zarius has no fucking clue. Bigger means more expensive.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
What was I gonna say? Fuck, I completely forgot. No, yes, yeah, Victoria, he said, yeah, if we swap out the gemstones, though I imagine that's probably what we need to do for it to just turn around again. But we'll see.
Yeah, let's try it.
What are you swapping them out for?
I'd like to put the 2 red ones in it now.
Double check.
You've opened a portal to hell. Good job.
Might as well.
That's 50 XP.
Alright. You turn you turn blue and red into red and red. And the owl begins to turn again. Swerving until it lands upon an entrance to a dark chamber that reeks. Like it reeks of sewage.
Mm.
What do you do?
Sewage.
What do my devil eyes see?
You see, at the far back, you see a statue. Which is,
Oh,
yeah, you see a statue.
of
Is like wielding a like a weapon, maybe like something like an axe or something.
yeah,
It's like a small creature.
it's like a small statue wielding an axe in the distance there. Is there a hallway or is it just like that and that's it?
It's a short hallway, and then it goes into a room.
So there's a room
Yeah,
like
not a
behind the
round
statue.
room. Yeah, there's a room surrounding the statue.
Okay, there's this room surrounding like this small statue with the axe.
Mm-hmm.
And it smells like shit.
Yeah, it does.
Well, we're used to it. Don't worry, Victoria. Sorry, smiles.
He like looks at you and like, if you're trying to be funny, I'll have you know I clean myself as much as I can.
I was indeed trying to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that you gentlemen bathe regularly, but can we focus on what's in front of us?
That's what I just said right there.
Well, Zarius, since you have a penchant for diving into the unknown, would you like to take the first step this time?
You know, you guys think he just died once. What's a second time? But I look at Omare expectantly.
What?
You're gonna come second last time.
Of course.
All right.
No, I'm
That makes me
completely.
feel safe enough. Sorry, he starts walking. Carefully, he's gonna try and keep an eye out for traps. I don't like the statue.
I will try to scooch at that place as well.
Amber, can I bring the continual flame candle from the other room and use it as put it in my lantern?
I believe she said it wasn't real, as in like it was an
It's an
illusion.
illusion.
Yeah, but it provides light, right?
Yeah, but it's an illusion.
How
so
are you gonna
can't grab
carry
it.
an illusion?
It's not just a flame that's an illusion. The whole object is an illusion.
Candle's an illusion.
I believe that's
Yes.
what's described.
And
Yes.
even if the flame was an illusion, you'd have an unlit candle because I don't think illusions move around with objects
If
that
you-
are touched.
Wait, hold up. If you make an illusion of light, can you see the room?
Oh no.
Yes,
That-
because you.
That
create-
depends on the illusion.
I think you can move these things. I'm not.
You can't move illusions.
I
when
didn't
they're
say it was
set.
an illusion.
Yes, you say they don't exist.
I said
Well,
it wasn't
if-
real.
A perpetual flame, if that is what Amber's talking about. They're like maybe it's like a
Continual
continual flame. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's what I thought it is, which is why I'm asking for clarification. But everyone
I
should
think
shut
you
the
can
fuck
move
up
this.
so Amber can tell me the answer.
I think
'Cause
you
you
can
can
move.
a continual flame.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
you can pick it up and move it. The candle can be moved,
Yes.
like in the
Yes.
container.
Yeah, baby! Whoa! That's what I'm talking about. Light
You're the
all
cheapest
year
cleric.
round.
You're the cheapest fucking cleric I know.
Can you put it in your lantern? Like,
Yeah. I can put it in my lantern.
it may not need oil anymore.
I mean, like, if I want to make.
Maybe
if I
keeping
wanna
track of
cook
your
food-
oil, huh?
I have.
I see you spending your 1 silver piece on that oil.
Yeah, regularly.
Good, because you're gonna spend 7 days in the fucking dark.
It's gonna be
Well-
7 fucking years at this rate.
I don't need
Hee-hee.
to spend the oil anymore, which is nice.
All right, let's continue, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Darius
go
will
into the
walk
next
out.
room.
Yeah.
tentatively, yes.
Gingerly, some would even say.
Murderously.
The moment you walk towards this room, you are met by the grisly sight of like raw sewage. The statue stands at the center of it all, like its pedestal, like partially submerged in garbage, and
Hmm.
the room itself like kind of dips down, like there's a staircase that dips into the sewage that you'd have to wade through to get to the statue.
Darius sighs and says, "Shit."
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
However,
Also hear squeaking.
I'm
Squeak.
not one to question it very often, or say much of anything whilst we do our thing. But how the fuck does sewage get to a place like this?
Do we see any tubes or anything in this room?
You know,
Give me a perception check.
tunnels or could be magic.
15.
Unless people genuinely just came to this room for this purpose.
You see a couple of like cracks and like holes in the wall, like circular holes in the wall, at like regular intervals.
I'll start
But none
pointing
of it
it
like
out.
leaking. None of them are like leaking sewage. It just seems to be like stale sewage that stands here.
As always, we'll point the holes out. There's holes there, Vincent. Maybe they flashed it into you.
Hmm. Damn, these guys were really advanced.
Probably part of
Well,
something else.
my biggest question is, if this is sewage, how is this fresh? Zarius looks at the sewage.
Fresh sewage.
Yeah, that's
I'm not really comfortable here.
it's
I'm
a
gonna
bit.
move back to the door.
How many feet between the sewage starting, like wading through the sewage, and the statue's location?
Like 25. Lords, the moment you try to move back, you cannot move back.
Oh, fuck me.
Because
Hey, could you elaborate, Amber?
Because
Is
the
there
moment you try to like turn around and like take a step forward, you like bonk off of the you like literally bonk away from what's it called? Thin air.
thin air, like I've bonked at my head against glass, like I've walked into a sliding door?
Yeah, you walked into a sliding door. Zarius, the squeaking sound that you heard gets louder.
Does it sound like rats?
Yeah. So I'm going to describe how the situation devolves really fast.
oh, okay.
Please.
Ah, rats.
Ah, no, shucks! Where is my ambience? Do, 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 do.
Man, if only we had that lovely pipe from the Pied Piper that was made out of a child's ribcage.
Hey,
We can plan for it next time.
Oh, that's really loud.
Oh, wait, I think the squeaking is a mechanism that's opening up a bunch of sewage that's going to fill the room.
Oh.
Yes.
You don't want to know at least something great? I can breathe it.
Sewage!
I can breathe shit.
Can we still see the way we came from, or did it disappear?
Just rude, I just put
Okay.
two and two together.
On the far wall is an iron door, obscured by the statue because it's a little bit smaller than you guys. There is a set of dials right next to it. In the middle of the room is that statue of a peculiar creature. Kind of a little bit unlike any you have seen before. I would like to describe this as Delphine's hybrid form,
It's bad.
but it instead, at the top of its head, is instead like a huge skull from which a multitude of horns protrude.
Oh no. It's him.
The statue is also covered in sewage and grime, but the battle axe that it is wielding is clear of muck and patina. The base of the statue does appear to have some sort of writing on it, though it is not clear from where you are standing near the entrance. Now, the squeaking sound of rats seems to be surrounding this entire area, as though they are in the walls and coming closer. As a matter of fact, next session we will begin with the room beginning to fill with giant rats.
Oh.
I wanted to ask, how does like right before the iron door? Is it like, does it have like grates in it? Does it have like something in it they can see through, or is it just straight flat iron?
It's a flat iron door.
Shit. This time, not literally.
And another question. Is the way back still visible, or did it disappear for some reason?
You can see the way back.
It's just blocked off by an
You can
invisible
also
wall.
see Lawrence on the floor rubbing
Donk.
his head as he looks up at like something that's not there, evidently.
I'm way too good for this. I'm not waiting in shit.
But that is something we can concern ourselves with next session. Because this will take longer. This will take a little bit long. I
Fair enough.
imagine. And so
Yeah.
we will pick it up next week.
Yeah. Thank you very much for hosting, Amber.
Oh, you are welcome.
And
Yeah.
thank you, everyone,
Thank you for
for
hosting.
being here and playing. And thank you to the people that have been watching.
Yes. Join us next session for the Room of the Rat God.
Join us next session for some real shit.
This is where. This is where maybe I finally pick up
Name
on
of next
religion.
session. Real shit.
Real shit. All right.
Real shit.
We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
See you next week.
Bye.